Check me out now. Return of the smooth operator. Shotty on repeat. I say sleep later. This another favor. Consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air. Fantasy a dream. Real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless. Learn to live shameless. Talk about me alive, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless. So I'ma style on them. They washed up. It's a rap. Throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them. Otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue. Get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point. Moving forward, the battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a mind. Never made me a grinder. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crash Nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wanna ride? Come and vibe with the blue. Come 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 vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly. Worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather. Be weather, be tripping. Starting to control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, loose-ish. Why they still lying? They don't do this. Bad at board games. Whole world clueless. Selling they soul for roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a sliced extra mozzarella. Cruise out born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge to tell her? You don't know, but my eyes are better. Life's a gamble. Depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame? Ever blink in the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do? Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. Come vibe with the blue. Pass what up? Vibe with the.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
I have seen everything that has ever happened, ever will happen, ever could happen, and yet, what the hell is this?
Are you ready?
And I might take up a couple of heads a night. Somebody give me a guillotine. I just might ride on my enemies. Dog and I fuck on my energy. Nowadays they just talk, but they talk about nothing. Nowadays everybody wanna say something. Goddamn, I'm the man and it feel like it. Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please. I'm trying to get paid.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It is your boy Ernie the Blerd without fear. Got the homie Robo of Left Face TV. Welcome to episode 48 of the Nerds of Culture podcast, the Woke Shade Room.
The Woke Shade Room,
Bringing you,
up.
dude. That's
The
us, man.
culture with a dash of sazon.
Just a like a yeah, little...
Definitely not a whole packet. You know what I mean? Like we had the whole packet when we had Chris here, but like since you just stuck with me, then it's like a sprinkle. You know what I mean? it's like I tell you, is it a Puerto Rican? I feel like there's Puerto Rican in here. It's a little bit.
Well, you know what it is. I'll tell you. I'll tell you precisely what it is. Was it Civil War? Was it Captain America Civil War where they had the oh God, what was it? Where Vision was like a pinch. What is a pinch? Like that's what we get. That's what we're getting out here, man. That's what we're getting. That's
exactly correct.
I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. Here I'm actually yeah, there we go.
My original gamer tag for the longest time was Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I
I'm like,
that.
I mean, like, look, I don't speak Spanish. I'm not Catholic. I don't play baseball. So I guess you just call me Puerto Rican.
There you go. Just yeah, hey, just a little Rican. Just a little
bit. Everybody needs a little Rican in their life.
Hey, you know what they say? Like John Leguizamo said, man. You can't have American.
That's right.
Without the Rican. You gotta have that.
That's right.
Like it's so good. It's so good. People are now trying to make up ways to make American sound more exotic.
That's it.
Nah, man, we're USians. We're Oosians.
USians.
Look, and it's not like the I'm not gonna lie, every time I see it, I'm always like, I know black poppy. I know black. I just always think about it. But
I know black. I saw the Rican.
I saw the Rican poppy.
Oh, I never used a packet of sazon, and I ain't about to start telling you. That's damn right. Matter of fact, I don't even, by the way, get you some bavia because we don't do Goya, Trump sporting ass. But I don't even get the packets anymore. I bought a big old thing, like a shaker. I'm like, nah, I'm just I'll decide how much sazon goes on this motherfucker.
He's like, nah.
Now don't package shit up for me. Just put it in a jar. I'll let you know.
He's like, I'll tell you. I'll tell you when it's done.
That's right.
Wait. Is it like when you're at oh God, what was it like oh God, what's yeah, like at Olive Garden, yeah, like where you go to Olive Garden and they're like,
right,
like, hey, like they start like
say
doing
when,
thing, like say when, and you're just like, no, just keep,
yeah, just keep on going, yeah, like that clip I sent you, and what I was like,
and, you know,
I had to learn, I had to learn some shit, folks, when I was because I'm editing a lot more, right? Hey, by the way, keep these numbers up because the more money he makes, the more I get to edit, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah. but he's like, obviously, I watch your shit. I figure I knew what they look like. Hey, you gotta put more pictures in this spot. Oh, okay, I need. I was like, yeah. So I get it. I'm like, hey, let me spatter some more out. I sent back, hey, I think this one's good. Now see, you're not getting it.
Yeah,
I need all like I'm just like a feature. Like, you know? I'm like, oh, okay. I think okay.
Look, think of me as J. Jonah Jameson.
That's it. I want Spider-Man.
Yeah, like I need pictures.
Yeah.
Pictures of Spider-Man. That's what I do. That's what I do. Pictures of not Spider-Man. I need pictures of Spider-Man. No hyphen. No hyphen. No hyphen. No. Shit. You guys think that Amazing Spider-Man's great. You just don't know about that Amazing Spider-Man.
That's it.
Let's see. Oh wait, we got a. I see we got a super chat in here. We're gonna take a peek at that.
Out the gate. Appreciate that, Stomp.
I like
Stomp
that.
10. What up, Blerds? I really enjoyed Agatha. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. I just wish I could say the same about Venom 3. Now, I will address Venom 3. However, there's no way that could be your rating for Agatha All Along, because we had dudes kissing, we had women kissing, we had middle-aged women, doing their thing without any men. I don't get it. So clearly it's woke, and you hate it, and you're lying about that 9 out of 10. I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna hold you. There's only one rating that this show deserves. Is the only rating that I personally think yeah, you know what? Sure, it's great that this show exists and all that, but I'm gonna tell y'all one thing, and I think y'all need to understand it. And I'm sorry, I know I'm gonna piss some people off, but I'm gonna give this the rating that it deserves.
It's woke.
It's woke. It is, dude. This show is fucking woke.
And
okay?
It's a 0.
Look, but we operate on a different system. We operate on a different system than y'all. See, y'all don't understand our system. See, a lot of y'all watch these shows where they rate shit from like 1 to 10. Nah, see, we work backward. See, if it's a 10, right. Trash. It's trash. I'm giving this a 0. I'm giving Agatha All Along 0 out of 10 because it's so amazing. That's how good.
Because that's the best. That's
the best. It's 0. It's 0. No,
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't question it. Don't you question the madness of this rating system. No, it's. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, man, dude, this show's woke as fuck. I was kind of, I'm used to, let me give you guys a little bit of, I know I probably told this story before. I'm going to give you guys a little teensy-weensy bit of an origin story on probably what I think is the most goated drop that is a part of the Blerdiverse. And it's this one.
It's woke.
You see, that little clip comes from a very specific video by Tyrone Magnus. And it's from his Eternals review. Now, I remember that. I remember this clip so much because I remember sitting down and watching his review of it just because I was like, dude, this can't be real. I was like, this man cannot be serious. This man was literally in his feelings. Like I want to set this up for y'all. He starts off the video telling us, well, they did it. And they're breaking barriers. I saw some stuff that I just wasn't very comfortable with. He
talks exactly like that, too.
Yeah.
What a fucking dweeb. He's a fucking dweeb.
I would never look at a guy like, cause I'm gonna give Tyrone Magnus some flowers before I clown the fuck out of him.
Yeah, he's a big dude, right?
He's a big dude, well built. I don't know about recently, but I know like back, like when I first started seeing him, make the rounds, he was a pretty muscular guy. Like he was like, I was like, dude, this guy, he takes care of himself.
Yeah, sexy
way better
arms,
than I do.
The way it glistens across his. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He's like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I started thinking about this old clip from like Martin Lawrence. You So Crazy. I'm like, man, water was glistening all over your body. Like it's like what? But no, that's how he talks. He was like, I just feel like. I just feel like there were some things in there I didn't need to see. And what he was talking about was the grandma kiss. He was talking about the grandma kiss that Paperboy and his husband had in the movie. And I want you to understand something. this gay kiss that he was so up in arms about, this was a gay kiss. These motherfuckers locked lips for barely a fraction of a millisecond. Like, it was just like, okay, all right, break them up. When y'all were in like school, remember you have the dance? And the teachers be like, all right, leave room for Jesus. That's basically what the kiss was. It was okay, all right, back up. That's too much. It's like, okay, all right, here, like, this is, I'm telling you right now, this is on set, I'm promising you this is how it went down. All right, so here's the thing. Paperboy, I want you to kiss him, and your motivation is, this is your dying great-grandma. And I want you to pretend like you've never met this person. And yeah, that's the kiss. Okay. So you want, so what you're saying is I should not kiss this person like they're my husband. Actually, what I think you should do is when you kiss him, act like y'all are going through a divorce. Like, this is just this
is a goodbye.
Like, this is the love is gone. Like you're just like, yeah, okay. But that's how it was. It was like, literally, when they kissed, it was like their lips touched. Like, I was like, bro, like, I actually, in the okay, look, this is a grandma peck that comes after we literally watch Icarus lay pipe. in the same movie, Icarus is literally laying pipe.
He's out there breeding, and this guy can't have a.
I mean, I'm just saying. But no, Agatha All Along said, nah, we ain't doing that.
That's right. You got a clip of it, or pull up the thumbnail. The old thumbnail.
I got one for you. I actually had this ready. I'm gonna give you all a trigger warning. Okay, trigger warning.
Mm-hmm.
You're about to be triggered. You're about to be upset. You're about to see.
You're probably gonna get a strike for pornography.
Yeah, I like, honestly, I'm kind of scared. I'm actually legitimately scared to show you guys this imagery because, oh my God, my stars and garters. Stars and garters. Won't someone think of the children? But no, yeah, like you see it here.
And stills don't do it justice. That right there.
It's a long kiss.
I was like, okay.
I was like, oh, y'all see this.
I was like, they did it. Not safe for work. Oh, you forgot to censor it.
Oh, damn. Wait. I gotta take it down. y'all. The stream is getting shut down, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Wait. I gotta answer the phone real quick. Wait. Yes, this is he.
Oh, how you doing, Mr. Bezos? Yes.
Yes. I have to take the stream down.
Yes.
Oh shit. Wait. Can I ask why? Wait.
Corn.
Wait.
Corn on the cob, all over the screen.
Y'all. I just got a call. Okay, so y'all, I gotta tell you. So, this is Google on the phone. They said that I have to take the stream down because
it's woke.
Sorry, I have to get mileage out of that. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Grand opening, grand closing, the Nerds of Culture podcast. Well, ladies and gentlemen, wait,
we almost got to 50.
We had a good run, boys.
That's right. This is the Skinamax.
wait. Is this how we wind up on doing live streams on OnlyFans? Is this how this happens? Where we live stream the Nerds of Culture from OF?
This is why I like Nerds of Culture. I'm biased, but out of the two, this is the Blerd Without Fear channel after dark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We could
talk
we
some
could
shit.
be adults over here. Here's I will say something seriously for a second. And I've seen two really good examples. I want to make this a quick learning moment, right? In the middle of the jokes. One thing that I hear a lot, and I could tell a lot of people don't understand, and by a lot of people, I mean like people like me. For a long time, I didn't understand what it meant to be like the male gaze, right? What is the male gaze? Not the male gaze, like the people,
not like,
but like the GAZE, right?
No, you mean like that? Yeah,
Yeah, like not them.
not them. Yeah.
So I'm like, what is that? What are you talking about? Right? Okay, male gaze. Okay. Then I'm like, well, do lesbian women like the female form? Do they like boobs? I'm like, yeah, some lesbians love boobs, and right, they like women. Okay, so I guarantee whatever they find hot, I'm gonna find hot, and I just wouldn't get it. And obviously, I got it way before now, but I found some really, really good examples. Really good examples. I wish I had the video, but I'm gonna reference it. You know how sometimes you get those on the street photographers that are like, "Hey, do you mind if I take your picture?" And this is some random person like, sure. And it's like some badass fucking looks like they could be a supermodel, and yeah, those are like, oh man, that's awesome, right? This dude went up to this girl, all right, and quite attractive. She had a very thin t-shirt on. And as he was talking to her, her nipples got hard. Like everything about the video, I'm like, okay. I didn't know what direction this was gonna go in, right? And they do the thing, right? She's turning around and all this stuff. She had a nice butt, like everything, right? I was like, oh, well, let's see what he does with these pictures. Let me tell you something. No ass shots. You would have never known that it was cold outside. You would have never seen her nipples. Like it was just her, and highlighting her eyes and her hair and all this stuff, right? And it was like, and then you go to the comments and you're like, what the fuck is this? Like you had so much to work with, and this is what you gave us. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, the male gaze. Okay, okay. All right. All along, gave us like this kiss, like a for real fucking kiss, where you could tell there was probably tongue.
Yes.
And as a kid, as a 20-year-old, right? You might sit there and go, "Ooh, girls kissing. I don't give a fuck, man. Like, sorry. Like, I'm sorry, I'm sexualizing your shit. Whatever the fuck, right?" I wasn't turned on by that. And I think that says something as a connoisseur of corn. I have no problem with saying like, man, that shit's hot, right?
Right.
And it made me think. I was like, this is. You could tell they're in love. You could tell that kiss was a goodbye
There
kiss.
was history.
It was passion. They love each other. And then she was going to leave. And there was nothing hot about it.
No.
And I realized, I was like, because it wasn't shot for the male gaze.
No.
You know what I mean? And I was like, man, this show's fucking dope.
Well, it reminds me of all those conversations and talk shows. I remember back when I was like in high school and middle school, and I would cut class and stay up and watch daytime television or whatever. And like, it would be like a Jenny Jones or a Sally Jesse Raphael or like a Ricky Lake or some shit. And they would be talking about the difference between pornography that is, basically with the male gaze in mind and what's for the female gaze. And there was always something, and the key thing that was always different is that in the stuff that was more for the female eye, the woman's eye, it was always stuff that there was nuance, there was a story, there was like there was setup, there was build up, there was like everything meant something. It wasn't just wait here. Hey, my name's Chad. I'm here to fix your cable.
Yeah.
It was never like
good thing I have a spare pipe right here.
Or it would just start off and you just hear.
That's it.
Like there's no story.
I mean, look,
it just happens. Stuff is just going.
Just fast forward. I just fast forward. I'm a fast forward motherfucker anyway.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Unless I'm not even lying. Unless it's a parody. I'll watch a motherfucking parody.
Yeah,
when I saw that Game of Thrones parody, I'm like, okay, start it. Let's go.
Let me tell you something.
I'm like, this story's dumb. This is fucking stupid. This is stupid. That doesn't even make sense. What is going on here?
I saw the Captain Marvel one.
How was
Freaking
it?
wild.
How was it?
It
was it a good story? Did it make sense? Or did it was just like, I don't give a fuck?
The story didn't make a whole heap of a lot of sense. However, I just thought it was cool that I got to see Captain Marvel, both, Carol Danvers and Monica Rambeau get backs blown out by Nick Fury for no reason. I was like, dude, there were characters in this shit that weren't even in the actual movie itself. I was like, Monica Rambeau's not in this movie. Not like the way that she
Mr.
is presented
Sims.
here. And then like Jean Grey shows up for no. I was like, dude, who made this? I was like,
Jean Grey.
Jean Grey shows up in full Phoenix regalia.
They were sitting there. They went to the Halloween store, whatever that store is called.
Yeah, they went to Spirit and just said,
yeah, there you go. They got Spirit Halloween. They're like, fuck, everything's sold out. Like, there's a Jean Grey one here. And you're like, who is that? Who is that? It's from the comic book. Let's go.
Get her in here. Get her in here. Like, dude, I would have been like, honestly, after seeing that one, I was like, shit, I would not be surprised if there was like if they did if they did one for like the Batman and for reasons inexplicable, Wonder Woman just showed up. Or no, not even Wonder Woman. We're gonna pick like just random ass character. Donna Troy shows up. Not Wonder Woman, just Donna Troy. Donna Troy just shows up and he's just like,
man,
hey.
You know who needs to show up? My girl, man. I saw her when I was editing one of your videos. What was it? Who's the Latin chick? The Latin Wonder Woman?
Are you talking about the newer Yara Flor.
Amazon? Yara.
Yeah, Yara, yeah.
Man,
yeah.
I don't know who is the reference for Yara. I'm pretty sure it's Eva Mendes.
I think it is.
But I'm pretty sure that Yara is for the male gaze.
Oh, yeah.
Because I am all about it.
Oh, yeah. Please don't give me these internet creators any ideas. I'm sorry. It made no sense.
Star Trek parody was legit. Okay.
I believe
all right.
it. I believe
I'm gonna have to check that out.
I believe
it said it was a whole ass episode, like a real episode. That's what.
Oh damn!
Like, see, Blerd Cave After Dark.
See,
nerds of culture after dark. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! You know how you know this is nerds of culture, not the Blerd Cave? It's because you're not muted right now and timed out for 300 seconds.
That's true.
I'm sitting here in the chat and I'll be like, boom, someone's timed out 300 seconds. I'm like, ooh. Because as a mod, if none of y'all been a mod, there's a button on you could press like see comment next to it, right? And I'm always like excited. And I'm like, ooh, drama. What they say? And they'll say something like, I don't really like the character Shredder. I'm like, some regular ass opinion that Carter didn't like. He's like, muted for your opinion. I'm like, all right.
It'll be something that's like when I see it, I'll be like, this is like a loop. This is like a room. This ain't even a hot take. It's like a room temperature take. It's like room temperature. It ain't even anything crazy.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Right. But it's literally just an opinion. Like
it's just this is a random.
I
thing.
like Wolverine is my favorite X-Men. Muted 300 seconds.
Muted 10 days. It's like, god damn, dude, what the fuck? I was like, he just said he liked or you said you liked hot Cheetos
China.
better than Andy Camp hot fries. Be like, dude, like no, that's That's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. Let her have that.
Like, nah.
But no, it's all of this is hilarious to me just because what has been the argument? What has been the argument people have had since Agatha All Along had come out is, and actually, you know what? It puts a lot of shit that Aubrey Plaza said right as the show was getting ready to premiere in perspective. Because, it was one of those things where, like, the first episode where she does the thing where she, like, licks the palm of Catherine Hahn's, hand in the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh my God, this is insane. This is wild. This is, oh my God. Like the way she licked her hand, she was kind of looking at her. I was like, that's wild. But then you're like, okay, Aubrey, because Aubrey, let's say, she's like, I want this, she's like, I hope this show is gay as fuck. Like, that was her own words. She was like, that's what I signed up for. And you're thinking like, oh, it's going to be Marvel gay. Like, they're going to hint at gayness. They're going to hint at lesbianism. They're going to hint at inclusivity and the normalization of LGBTQ people, but they're not going to lean into it because it's fucking Marvel, and Marvel's run by Disney. And then
they said, "Not today,
not today, bitch.
Yeah,
not today, not today."
I actually have a theory.
Oh, I have a theory.
Ooh.
I like theories. I like them. Let's go.
A film theory. No. I think Disney has a way of targeting an audience, and they are like strict as fuck. They're like, it's science, right? You gotta think they're like $1 billion company. I guarantee they've studied this shit. They have like psychologists. They're like, this movie, I want to reach 6.5 to 21.3-year-old people. What do I need to do? Okay, Toy Story comes out or whatever. Like, how does this need to work? And they don't give a fuck. When it comes to $1 billion corporations, there's no morality. There's no ethics. They'll sell you a snuff film if it was legal. You know what I mean? If it made them enough money. Like they go, what is the temperature of the society right now? How can I make this cartoon? And they'll go, right now, trans is a hot issue, so don't put that in that thing or whatever, right? Trans issues. Okay. What about this show? Okay, we have a new show. Here's the pitch. We have a new show coming out. I want to reach the queer community, middle-aged women in general. Sir, I have a show for you. Agatha All Along. This is going to hit the queer community. Okay, what can we show in the queer community? We need no male leads because that'll be like, just like Wonder Woman, there always has to be like a male motivation. So let's put no male leads in there. The one male lead will be a non-hypermasculine gay teen who's actually being pulled along in they all have their own deals. Can we put a gay kiss in there? Yeah, you can do a serious gay kiss, like a real gay kiss. And old dude is going to show up. You're going to see the inside of his room. And you're going to see a Trans Lives Matter flag in the room.
Yeah, I was actually just about, okay, so get out of my head because I literally had this. Okay, so just full disclosure, what I was doing, I feel like the fucking Wizard of Oz behind the scenes. Like, I was literally back here just like working levers.
Yeah.
And like,
all these cables are going everywhere.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. I'm the great Wizard of Oz. I had this, I literally had pulled up the video of it so I could get the screenshot of this scene. And it's like, dude, totally has a trans.
We spend a lot of time together, so our periods are definitely synced up by now. So
yeah, no, 100%.
That's why we're on the thing.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it right there.
But here's what I want to remind people, though. I want to say this real quick. The last thing I'm gonna say. Fuck billionaires. Fuck corporations. Fuck them. Right. This does not make Disney good.
No,
This
no.
doesn't change anything. No. Put the picture back up. This
Yeah,
doesn't change shit. This doesn't change shit. The reason why we're gonna give you gay and lesbian kiss, we're gonna have him and his boyfriend in 2 episodes ago, like really loving each other, really like saying
legit.
I love you and kissing each other, and like. And there's nothing. I mean, if they were straight, nobody would blink 2 eyeballs. It'd be a regular ass show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, are they good? Are they becoming better? Are we reaching them? No. That's what my point is.
Mm-hmm.
My point is the boardroom, right? Imagine Barbie in the boardroom, and all these white fucking 60-year-old men are saying like, "How do we get gay money?"
Make gay shit.
Yeah, I'm like, put that shit out.
Like I remember, and you know what was my first introduction to I guess what they call it, rainbow capitalism.
What's that?
Was when I was a kid. My first ever trip to Disney World. They had painted the Magic Kingdom pink. Not really entirely sure why they did it, because it was. I was like, because as a kid,
Painted, or they used them lights.
No, I mean it was actually paint. Like it was broad. It was like in the like when I was there, it was like daylight hours. It was that motherfucker was pink. Pink as a motherfucker. And that was kind of my induction into it, because like you're kind of asking around. I was like, oh, this is why they did it. And they're like, oh, okay, because I think it was, because I think it was back before, like, and this is to show we didn't have the internet back then, so no one really had. There was no reason anyone would get up in arms. This wouldn't make nationwide news or anything like that. It's because support gay rights or whatever. But I mean, you're gonna unpaint that shit. That's just gonna go back to being white like next week, and no one's gonna be talking about this shit. You'll have moved on to some other corporate agenda. But I will say this though. For as much as I agree that yes, Disney shitty, Marvel Studios as a subsidiary of Disney also shitty by proxy.
Sure.
Even if they're not, even if Marvel Studios themselves aren't shitty, you're still corporate. You're still tied to a corporation. You have proximity to a corporation. Therefore, you are shitty by proxy.
That doesn't mean that the artists are, right? That doesn't mean that the employees are. But every one of those corporations are run by stockholders and board members that only care about the bottom line.
Yes.
Now, we're human beings who need to eat, and that means sometimes you got to go work for pieces of shit, because that's our society we live in, right? Real quick, is this show woke? I don't know your definition of woke. If you mean does it acknowledge that black people exist, or does it acknowledge that gay people are a thing?
Yeah.
Both of those are it. To the person who said people actually watch this, the episode got 4.9 million views in a day. So you're the weirdos that aren't watching it.
Now, I was about to say, it's actually weird that you haven't seen it.
Right. There are people who haven't seen it. That's what you should be saying.
Yeah. I'm about to say, as a matter of fact,
weirdo.
As a matter of fact, you are the outlier. Like you're and I always find people like this funny. I actually used to be really good friends with someone like this. God bless their heart. But they had this whole thing where, and I will give them this much credit as what I'm opposed to give this person. The friend in question had this issue where he would go out of his way to not like, and actually I don't mean like not regard, but I mean to actually dislike things that were popular. Like if you told him you liked Game of Thrones, he'd be like, "No, I'll watch that, man. Everybody watches that bullshit." That's like, that would be his thing.
Contrarian.
Yeah, very much contrarian. But when people are contrarian about shit, but it's based on the fact that like, it's based on like,
you still
like
sheep,
homophobia or misogyny or like transphobia or like some kind of like some other like anti-woke thing. I'm not gonna lie. I look at people like that. I'm just like, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, 100%.
No. Remember, yeah. You know, like the thing we always say when we're playing like Hunt and we get shit on, we're like, man, no pussy getting ass. like that type of shit.
Yeah.
That's the same thing I think when I see, like when I saw, like as soon as you started reading, I was like, man, no pussy getting ass, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was like, ain't that about a bitch? I was like, this is the most. I was like, I have a file. I have a file that I put people like that in, and it's called the "Ain't Had Pussy Since Pussy Had Them."
That's right.
Like, I'll be like, whoop. It's
That's
like, let me
right.
take
automatically.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't even got to know the person. Like, nah, I already know what's up.
I already know what time it is. I just honestly, I find people like that funny. Like, not funny, haha,
Elite
but funny
X1,
sad.
Elite X1 and any other mods we have in, you can do your thing.
Yeah,
We're not
feel free.
second guessing you.
No.
We're just doing the show. Don't wait for permission. Just do your thing.
Look, you know what I believe in? Ask forgiveness. Ask forgiveness, not permission.
There you go.
Ask forgiveness later.
Now, I don't want to change the subject too hard, right?
Oh, yeah,
I don't
go
want to
ahead,
change the subject too
go
hard,
off.
but there was another thing that I wanted to address. Oh
yes.
shit, that shit is way gone. Who gave the super chat earlier? I forget. Stomp 10.
Oh yeah, Stomp 10. Yeah.
Didn't like Venom 3. You watched it by now.
I watched most of it.
Well, guess that answers that.
Well, okay, I'll tell you what. I know how it ends.
Yeah.
It was one of those I kind of jumped around. I was like, there were parts of the movie where I was like, this ain't hidden. And I was like, all right, let me skip ahead a little bit. And I'd be like, oh, okay, this is happening now. All right, cool. And then I've seen the end. I know how the movie ends.
Is it a movie you like actively dislike?
I don't dislike it. And here's the thing, and I want to make sure I'm clear when I say this. For the people who often take what I say and just completely miss the point. I do not dislike Venom 3. I do not think it's a good movie, though. However, I enjoyed the previous two. All their flaws included. My issue is with Venom 3, it does the same thing that I did not like about Civil War. And when I say Civil War, I'm talking about not Captain America Civil War, the other Civil War.
Okay.
It's
misled you.
Not even misleading. It's like it's trying too hard to do two things at the same time, and those two things don't mix. Like, you're trying really hard to send Venom off into the sunset, but at the same time, the game is on.
Right.
It's like you're still trying to keep the franchise alive, but you're also at the same time being like, oh, well, so long, partner.
That's right.
You're giving us what was the guy's name? Was it Paul Walker? You're giving us the Paul Walker Fast and Furious. What was it, 6 or 7? Where they rode him off this like it's been a long day. like you playing the music and everything. He's in the car and he's looking at you and smiling. And as he drives,
was that before or after he crashed and burned?
After. It was
okay.
It was the send-off.
It was okay. Got it. All
right. Yeah. It was they did this whole thing where it was like, oh, we're gonna have Vin Diesel and Paul Walker's gonna pull up beside him and he's gonna be like, all right, man, I'm out and whatever, blah 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 blah, whoop de woo, whatever the fuck. But yeah, I don't know. I am of this belief. That it was trying to wear two hats that you can't wear at the same time.
Okay.
Also, oh no, I will also say false advertisement. I'm now going back to, I'm like, yeah, there was false advertising in that movie.
Because of Null.
There was, I felt there was false advertising. I was joking to Carter about this. I was like, you know how everybody made a big deal about that one scene that was in that one trailer? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, that's it. I was like, you don't even got to go to the movie to see that. Like, I mean,
see, I thought that would be good news for y'all. I wasn't sure how you guys were gonna take that because I wasn't. I'm like,
I mean,
they might hate it or they might love it. For me, that's it. Elite. I don't know. The tone you're saying it in, but that's pretty much it. I'm glad that no never got out of that chair. Here's the deal. what I took that as is that you see some what's up?
No, I saw.
Oh.
He's like, he can get up out that chair. I was like,
what I saw it was them giving Noel the respect that Thanos deserved, that Thanos got. Right? Like, this is gonna be a slow roll. He's too big to come out and be a villain that's handled in one movie, right? But I get what you're saying, because when Thanos did the appearance, he wasn't in the trailers. That was a surprise.
Right. Noel
Right.
should have been a
Yeah.
surprise. I think, honestly, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't like it. It's because they put it in the trailers knowing how little he was gonna be in it, and what they did is they said, "Oh, well, guess what? You know, them nerds really like Noel." Put Noel in the trailer. The motherfuckers will go see it. They're gonna go see it, and you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna fucking eat this shit up. And some executive is like, or no, not even executive. It's got to be an assistant. The executive doesn't care.
Right.
Like
the one they throw out the
assistant-
window.
Right, they'd be like, but sir, he's only going to total like under 30-second screen time. Are you sure we should really put the one scene in the movie where he actually shows up, like in the trailers? And you know, it's going to build up. And he's like, get him out the window, like that literally, like they're going to be like, they're just going to throw him out the window. You're just going to like, it's going to smash cut to a scene outside the building, and you see that same assistant flying out the fucking window. And that's the thing. I wish that they would not have, like, you know what it is? It reminds me of Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming did this too. They had a scene in all the trailers showing Spider-Man swinging through the city with Iron Man, implying that Iron Man's going to have an act. Like, not to say, and to be fair, it worked out because it's a Spider-Man movie. Iron Man don't need to really be there. But like, a lot of people went to that movie thinking that, oh, Iron Man's going to help Spider-Man take down Vulture at some point, because you see him in the suit. Robert Downey Jr. don't even get hide nor hair near a suit, except for like one scene, and it's a scene where he literally dresses Peter down. He's like, "Oh, you're not really here." He's like, "Oh, am I not? Oh, Daddy's home now. It's time to get that ass. And where's my big piece of chicken?" That's basically what what happens. But I felt like,
yeah, that made me hungry.
I'm sorry. But no, I think that what they should have done, I would have left Noel out of the trailer. I would not have put Noel in the trailer. I think that would have been, because imagine, say what you will about Venom 3. I think people would have been happier, and maybe you could have got people talking if nobody knew that Noel was in the movie, and then you get to that, or hey, you get to that one scene where like he's kind of talked about, and they're giving you the exposition about like just a little bit, and then you get to that post-credit stinger where he's basically like, how many of y'all remember? Robo, have you ever seen the Masters of the Universe live action movie?
No, I remember, not like it. But yeah.
I like as a kid, I thought that movie was like the greatest thing I'd ever seen in my life. It wasn't until I was older that I realized the movie was garbage. But I still love the movie though. Like, but it's kind of like I love it for all its flaws. But like that was the first movie I ever watched where that had a post-credit stinger. That was the first movie I ever watched that had a post-credit stinger, because when the movie's over, the credits roll, and Skeletor pops his head up out that pink-ass water and is like, "I will be back." And he just drops back down into the water. It was like, no.
No, you won't.
Or, and Street Fighter, the Street Fighter live-action movie did it, where when you got to the movie, you saw Bison's chest getting defibbed, and you see his hand pop up out of the rubble, and it's like, oh, there's going to be a Street Fighter 2. No, there's not. Stop. There will not be a Street. We're going to do this a few more times and not get it right. Don't you worry. Worry. That's what I felt about that. Like, I feel like if they would have done that, if they would have saved all that for the stinger, I think all sins would probably, I won't say all, most sins would have been forgiven by a lot of people.
Because get this shit, the viewers would have done it for you. The leaks would have done it for you.
Yes.
You didn't have to try to sell No. And just leave it. And even for the people avoiding spoilers, it would have been exciting to go, oh shit, they keep talking about this darkness that's coming, and it even scared the symbiote, and you know what's coming. And then finally at the end credit or the end of the movie, when they show his face, you're like, boom.
Well, remember when Avengers came out?
Like that.
Remember when Avengers came out, though?
Mm-hmm.
There were people, and I remember because I was talking to a lot of them. This is before like I had a YouTube channel, and this was like a part of a thing that I normally did. I'm talking about like, so when I say I was talking to people, I'm not just talking to motherfuckers on the internet. I'm talking about people who were like a part of my life. People who I spoke to on a regular basis, like literally would see them in person in the really real world. I knew lots of people that were like, yeah, man, I don't give a fuck about that goddamn Avengers movie, man. It's gonna be trash. Like, oh, why do you think it's gonna be trash? Man, Joss Whedon, man, dude, he sucks. And I'm like, and not like sucks because like, oh, he's a bad person, but he's like, oh no, all his stuff sucks. Like, man, Buffy sucks, Firefly sucks, Dollhouse sucks, everything he's ever made sucks. Like there were so many people that were that way. And do you know how many of those people, when they found out, like by word of mouth, that Thanos shows up at the end, you know how many of the motherfuckers actually went out? All of them.
That's what I'm saying. That's it. The executive judge. That's the. I'm not saying like, it's not saying that spoilers help. It's more along the lines of like, when you put it in the trailer, you're promising something that's not there, right?
Yes.
Whereas it would be impossible. It would be impossible to, if you don't go see the movie right away, to avoid hearing that Noah was going to get mentioned, at least mentioned. Right. You know what I mean? I think that would have been way better.
Oh, 100%. And to get us back into the and by the way, also shout out to here, I want to show us shout out to Alderman Gomez out here with the 5 gifted, man. Appreciate you. Pimp.
That's what's up.
Out here,
that's what's up.
Blessing folks, and not just into the Blerd Club, into the Blerd Club Gold. My God, damn.
Did your tax return come late or something? What happened?
Like, right? You get a raise? You get that promo? Shit. I mean, goddamn.
I don't even do that. I'm like, they can get some basic ones.
Yeah, look, you can get that silver. I get you that silver. I don't know. But no,
man, I know I'm supposed to ignore shit like this, man. You know me. I can't. All right.
Do you think?
And it's old
Go off,
too.
King.
I'm gonna scroll up. Jason Wyndham. If you watched the She-Hulk show and you felt like shit, I think you have to do a little bit of self-reflection in other parts of your life. Because I'm a grown-ass man. And I watched it and I didn't feel like shit. Ernie, when you watched it, did you feel attacked?
No, because I'm not a piece of shit.
Nah. Yeah, because they weren't talking to you. You know what it reminds me of? And then we can move on. You know what it reminds me of? You're probably going to say this. Yeah. You ever hear people be like, man, America sure has a Nazi problem.
Oh, yeah.
And all of a sudden the Republicans are like, really? Really?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, you can't tell me yourself. I didn't say y'all. I was just saying,
Or you know what? I like to, because my granny has a saying, or had a saying, because she's no longer with us. But she had a saying: "A hit dog, a holler."
That's a hit dog, a holler.
Yeah,
I feel a lot of people misuse that thing. That's a hit dog. If you watch She-Hulk and feel like shit, then go look up a hit dog, a holler. Figure out the etymology of it and how it.
Like that's you. That's you. Well, and I'll also say this, like, this is not a secret or anything. My wife, whole white woman. I'm not trying to make it. I'm not trying to pull the play out of the white man's playbook, but
you can't be anti-white. You got a white wife.
Yeah, right. I can't be. And you know what? I have white friends. That's
it. One's been in your house, I'm sure.
Yeah, right. They've been in my house. Yeah, they had to come through the back door. I don't allow them in the front door.
Come on, we're not getting crazy here. Yeah, we ain't getting crazy.
Hey, separate but equal, man. Separate but equal. But no, I thought it was funny though, because there's something that I remember my wife saying, and another good, actually 2 good close friends of mine of the channel. Nick and Adam Shafani of Nerd 901, who really good friends of mine, who have rocked with me since before I was a YouTuber. And I look to these guys like brothers, from another mother. And one thing all three of these people have in common, my wife and both Nick and Adam Schifani, and I would even dare say most of the white people who are in my life, they will all tell you the same thing. If they heard me say, man, white people, am I right? Do you know what their response would be?
I know.
Yeah, because you know
Tell
what it
me
is?
about it.
And you know why their response would be that?
Because it's already implied that it's not them.
It's not them. They know I'm not talking about them. They know that I am talking about a very specific group. It's kind of like how when just because, like, okay, case in point, my wife, not where she works currently, but where she was working previously, she worked around predominantly black people and brown people. And she got into some drama with one of the people she works with. At no point in the time that she got into this drama did I ever assume, oh, see, she turning on me, y'all. She turning into one of them white people. No, never, because I know my wife. I know my wife's heart. Right. She's not getting into beef with these people because they are black. She's getting into beef with these people because they are terrible. These were terrible people that she worked with. It had nothing to do with any of that. That's why. That's the thing. If
I wasn't sure where that story was gonna go, I'm like, she didn't say the N-word. She didn't say the N-word. She didn't say the please. She didn't.
And
refer,
then. Right.
She said, I can't stand working with N-words. Right. And I knew she didn't mean like all of them.
All of us. But no, like...
I'm like, no.
Like, the N-word never creeps into her vocabulary. It's never... Right. Even when
she doesn't want to. Weird, huh?
Right. Like, she has no desire to say it. Like, as a matter of fact, when the conversation came up, because I think we were watching... Yeah, I've talked before, Cersei really loves the movie The Blackening. She loves that movie. And that was the movie that actually spawned the conversation that I had to have with her about the N-word and whether or not it was an okay thing to say, real repeat or whatever, or if she was allowed to say it. And when asked, she initially asked my wife, her mother, and she said, that is a conversation for you to have with your father. She was like, that is not a word.
What a mom.
She was like, that's not a word I say. She says, it's not a word I have a desire to say, and it's not a word I feel I have the right to tell you whether you are allowed to say or not. She said, you talk to your father about it. That's why I'm trying to put all this out here just to say that to give you a little insight into my wife's character and why she would not assume if I was talking bad, because I'm gonna be honest with you, my wife talks worse about white people than I do. She clowns other white people more than I do. Yeah, but hey, you can talk shit about your own people, and it's okay.
Yeah. By the way, your wife was way better than me. Because if your daughter had asked that in my presence while I'm a guest at your house, I'm not black, I'm not family, I'm not a parent, I'd be like, fuck yeah, yes.
Girl, say your shit.
Whatever they say, the answer is yes. I just want you to know that, okay?
Well, it's funny because basically the way it broke down was I told her, I said, the answer is both yes and no.
Right.
And I told her, I said, it's not a word that I think is something you should be just throwing around at your age. I said, but I also think that it's a word that if, and they're like, she knows we've had all these kinds of conversations. I was like, this is a word that comes from that kind of has its roots in something very ugly, very racist, but also is a word that as black people, we have kind of taken and, reclaimed it. And I was like, white people are trying to take it back. They want to be a part of that reclamation. And I was like, I said, this word is theoretically your birthright. It is your word to say. But I said, but if I were you, I would use it wisely. And she knows what I mean when I say that. When I say use it wisely, I mean it is only for, I said there are very select situations where it feels appropriate to say. And she does not say it as a result of that. But yeah.
Just out of curiosity, do you, I don't know if you want to say this on stream or not, but.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you feel some kind of way if you come across other black people who use it as regularly as the word dude?
No, I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Because that's just a personal decision.
Yeah,
but you don't feel one way or another. Okay.
Right. Like to be fair, I want to make this clear because I know I have this reputation. I say the word, but I say it so rarely that most people usually get shocked when I do say it.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, wow. You okay? What are you mad for? What just happened?
but it's like no, but it's one of those things. Like I say it ever so often, like and usually, like I've talked to this before, but like sometimes I say it like if you hear me say it, I don't really use it like casually. It's usually a response to some fuckery. Like if you showed me like if it was one of those situations where you showed me a picture of let's say it's some random racist white people chicanery. I would look at it and be like, nigga. That's like one of like the 3 times you'll hear me say it, like in response to some foolishness.
Real quick, I am Gregory.
Oh, out here.
5 tier 1 subs over on the Twitch side.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir. Also, I want to put this out here too, because here also dropping them biddies. We got here. Let me pull this out right quick because we actually got quite a few things popping off over here. But yeah, dropping off the 5 tier 1 subs out here. Also, they have gifted. Also, I gotta put some respect on this. I have to put some respect on this. I'm sorry. Wow. I have to. My blackness will not allow me not to do this. I have to. I have to do this. I have to drop the bomb. I gotta drop the bomb. I'm Gregory D has literally gifted a total of 100 subs to this channel. That is insane. That is insane. You're a mad lad, okay? You are officially a mad lad. I don't know any other way to say it. I'm
gonna get my agent to renegotiate the contract. I'm gonna need a little bit of that.
He's like, I need some of the. I need to get some of that bread. Wait a minute.
Every time I see the big dudes, like, hey, 20 gift subs. I'm like, that's cool. I'm so happy for Ernie right now.
It's like, man, maybe. So we also got Tariq Walker with the 25 says Thug is free. LOL. Everyone have a blessed day. I actually did.
Yes,
I just saw that news earlier. For those who know what I'm talking about, Young Thug apparently is I guess it's done. He's
lengthy probation sentence up to 2 hours.
Yeah. He gets to walk free after the RICO charges, which is kind of unusual. I would dare. How often do people actually beat? Because okay, we're way off in the weeds. RICO is usually some shit. You have to have so many ducks in a row. RICO charges usually don't get applied unless motherfuckers know they got you. They usually know they got you, like you got.
Yeah.
So yeah.
that's how you know old Trumpster's gonna get it in Georgia.
Oh man.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Like I said, RICO is one of those types of things. People do not use it unless they know 110% they got your ass dead to rights. So if you beat a RICO charge, and like I know someone just point out he did actually already serve some time, but yeah, but the fact that he is getting out at all, kind of wild. I mean that's insane.
15 years on probation,
yeah, dude.
God damn.
Woo, Lord.
I didn't follow this. What did he get wrapped up in? Was it drugs?
Oh man, I don't remember the full breadth of it, but like I just know that when it happened, I was like,
Just
God,
gang activity.
yeah,
Man, that's wild. That is wild.
insane.
I can't imagine. I mean, way better than being in prison. So that's dope.
Oh
Right? It's
yeah,
still
no,
good
100%,
news.
100%.
But living your life with a probation officer for 15 years. Shit, that could be the rest of your life.
Yeah,
depending how shit goes, you know.
Look, I mean, I'm not trying to be ugly, but I mean, with the life expectancy of black men just in general,
yeah,
dude,
especially
could be
black
it.
men in gangs, you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
I mean, I'm just putting it out there, man. I'm saying,
Wow.
I'm saying.
Well, good for him. Good for him.
But no, what I want to say though is, yeah, to get us back on track. To get us back on track. Here's the thing. I see what I think is a good trend. I know earlier we were kind of talking about why companies like Marvel, Disney, whatever are not good, inherently good companies. But the thing I gotta say that I respect is that they allowing the people to have their vision. Now we don't know how much more was there that was not allowed to see the light of day. But I mean, it sounds just kind of based on all accounts that this show was kind of allowed to do its thing. The fact, I mean, like I said, all bullshittery aside, the fact that a Trans Lives Matter flag was prominently shown,
yes,
in the background, and not only just that, a lot of the iconography and the fact that this was for one a show about witches where demons and the devil and all this other stuff comes up and is actually showcased, where witchcraft and paganism is actually, while in a lot of ways being churched up to be this grand overarching thing, but still the fact that these things are being put front and center and being for the most part taken incredibly seriously is that's a statement of intent, I think. And also,
no, for sure,
because I think we actually did talk about this, but like going back to that kiss, the length of the kiss, how passionate the kiss was, because this wasn't like just a little okay, cool, all right, get the fuck away from me, Aubrey, get the fuck away. No, this is a kiss that I feel like lasted several seconds. Like
right.
I would dare say maybe like anywhere between 10 to 15 seconds worth of kissing. Like, and I mean, like,
it was it was legit. Yep.
The camera kind of panning around them as they're doing the thing. And yeah, I think that there's a lot to be said there about that. And also, while this isn't a MCU property per se, I was just as shocked when Across the Spider-Verse came out. And not so much in the regards of a gay kiss, but having when we're in the early parts of the movie, in Across Spider-Verse, Spider-Gwen has a Trans Lives Matter flag on their wall. And I think if there's another
Did they ever
point,
confirm? I know it was a fan theory that she's trans. I don't know if they confirmed it.
There was a fan theory, but it was never corroborated
one way or
by,
another.
Yeah, no, it was one of those like I don't think there was any response to it whatsoever. I think that was just one of those things. I think people just saw what they wanted to see and ran with it, and no one who was involved with the actual production of it gave any confirmation one way or the other.
Well, she could be. I mean, they haven't said it.
They haven't said anything. It's more of a like, I don't know if, because now we're getting away from Disney. Now we're talking about Sony, and Sony has its own history with that sort of thing. So I
not
as
as bad
know
as Disney though, right? Because Disney's always trying to do like this family friendly, and unfortunately,
Disney's always trying to
as a
walk
queer
and chew
person is
bubblegum.
not family friendly for them. Right. Yeah.
Disney is always trying to walk and chew bubblegum at the same time and tripping over their own 2 feet. So you have to take that.
Here's what's funny about it though, and I don't want to go off topic too much, but any more than we already have. The thing is what I find funny is, let's say they came out and said she's trans. I feel a lot of people would be like, where the fuck did that come from? I'm like, just hear me out. How many people in your fiction, in all of comic books, that you saw their dicks when they were born? You know what I mean? Like, how many
Right.
people are there? Like, you know, what did Lois Lane? Was it Lois Lane? Is that a? I need to know. I need baby pictures. You know, you always have the baby picture in the tub. Penis or vagina? I need to know now. You know what I mean? The fact of the matter is that
now Lois is transracial. See, no, I'm not gonna let you get away with that. First off, we don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about her genitals. The thing I think the most important matter is for us to figure out what her ethnicity. We need to figure out her ethnicity because I still
Lana
remember.
Lang is it was supposed to be Asian. When I was editing for your last deal, you were talking about the super family.
Yeah.
That was the I read comics.
He's like I know stuff. He's like, I know things.
Look, that was the first time I ever seen Lana Lang in comic book. Ever. I know Lana Lang from Smallville. The last name's Lang. Smallville had an appropriate casted actress. And I see her in the comic, and it's this like Scottish redhead
white woman. Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, be prepared because here I got this for you. This is this one right here. Yeah, this is Lois Lane right here. I'm curious, black.
This is not an imaginary tale, not a fantasy, not a dream. It's today and now. It's the moment of truth. I am curious, black.
Yep.
What's happening right now? I don't know.
Lois had here. Actually, I want to pull this up just so you can kind of see what's going on here. This is from the cover. So basically, Lois used a machine.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did.
He did a whole ass episode of Black White. This is where Ice Cube got the idea from. But do you know how you can really tell, like, if you to really get the experience of a marginalized person? You just live their life for one day and then go back to your old life and you'll get it. You'll fucking get it.
Walk a mile in their shoes. And also make sure you put shoe polish on your face so that you can look just like them. You look, hey, can you really know the struggle of a black person if you don't walk a mile in their shoe polish?
In their shoe polish and for a day, for a limited time.
Right.
Not trying to we're not getting crazy here. That's a whole life. You know?
Now, just 24 hours. Just 24 hours.
Kind of like a costume. Like, think of it like a costume. Yeah.
Also, I have to point out here. Look, I got to point out here. This right here. This is my favorite part. Is everyone really staring at me as if I were a freak? Where's my imagination?
Who wrote this?
I feel so conspicuous, yet I'm the same person I was before. Only my skin is black. Okay, first off, this bitch came out of the Fortress of Solitude. Came. So the story is that
with a dashiki and the head wrap,
and she got the head wrap. She Lois turned into fucking Erykah Badu all of a sudden. Like why did she come out looking like Erykah Badu? Like she about to tell somebody to call Tyrone. Like what is this? Like what the fuck is this? But no, she there was a machine inside the fortress. Or no, it wasn't in the Fortress of Solitude. Maybe it was. Yeah, no, it was. It was inside the Fortress of Solitude. Here it is right here. Bam. And also, by the way, the south side of Metropolis was referred to as Little Africa. No lie. So yeah, there was that. But also, so yes, the Transformolux would turn her into a different race. This is a machine that Superman just had sitting in his Fortress of Solitude. He just I don't know. Maybe he want to get a little buck wild on the weekend. But what I thought was even more hilarious is how he responded. By the way, I had to show this. This right here. He flips the thing, and then okay, boom. All right, whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, the hair gets kinkier. Oh, the skin turns dark. The lips get fuller. Her ass gets. We don't see that part.
Can we just say real quick? Can we just give the smallest amount of props that at least they made her a good-looking black woman.
I mean, I'll give them that.
They didn't cartoon like up her like her lips and her nose. Like I mean, all right,
Yeah,
that's
it's
all you get though. Like a sprinkle of like
you
all
can't
right,
get no
at
more than
least.
that.
Nah, you got not when you're naming towns, little
no,
Africa.
This right here. Here it is. A sun shower. I don't want to ruin my beautiful Afro attire.
There's Benny the Barrett. How lucky.
Oh,
and the taxi won't stop.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll really be accepted. Learn what's the inside story.
Oh yeah, because that was the thing. So the whole the reason why she's doing this is because she's trying to write a story about Little Africa and talk about the racism and social injustices that black people go through. But because she's white, none of the black people will talk to her. And so this is what pushes her to want to become a black person for 24 hours so that she can infiltrate black society. And because like here, this shot right here, this woman who she's speaking with would not talk to her before, but now because she's black, this woman will speak to her. So that's where that comes from. But yeah.
Boy, and so the people in the chat are bringing up
Soul Man,
quite a bit of time, quite a number of times. Punisher.
Yeah, Punisher did the same thing.
Well, I guess he
Not for the
got his
same
face
reasons.
messed up.
Not for the same reasons, but
like somebody did it to him, right? For they were saying like
it was done to him. As a matter of fact, so basically, what happens is he's seeing this doctor, and he basically what's supposed to be happening. What's actually supposed to be happening is that so his face gets terribly scarred. Here, I'm going to pull this up. His face gets terribly scarred, and he's having plastic surgery performed on him, and it's a crackhead that's doing it for him because this is doctor, this surgeon that is strung out on the shit, and she's trying to fix his shit up, and in doing so, by the way, I got to show this. Like I said, she was gooding on that shit.
This would be the time, actually.
Yeah.
Seeing them shakes. I'm like, hey, actually, can you quit later? Can you go ahead and just take the edge off now?
Yeah.
I don't need you. I don't need all this shit right now when you about to cut on me.
Right? Like, I'm going to need you to do better. I'm going to need you to be better.
Delay that a little bit.
But basically, what winds up happening is, so she performs the surgery on him. And like, to be fair, he is actually trying.
It wasn't just you, the true hero. That's why. I'll say your name. I'll say your name right now.
Yeah.
The true hero. I said it. I ain't scared.
He's like, what? But basically, he's also trying to get his face changed, but like, it ends up going to like some next level shit. And that's what he ends up looking like. Yeah.
You know what would have been awesome?
Yeah.
You know what would be fucking awesome? Is if they never changed it back. And then you have like dirty casuals like me be like, wait, and that face I made was like you knew that Punisher wasn't always black, right? I'm like, what?
Like, nah. Black? Nah, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. He ain't ever been black. Oh, wait, shit, he has. But yeah, that was the thing. That was for the.
They should do that in the MCU. Dude, you have a Tropic Thunder. They got fucking Robert Downey Jr. right there.
Right there. There you go.
He could have done it.
He's the Punisher now. He's the Punisher now. But no, it's funny because I saw somebody bring up Soul Man, and that's exactly what it was. They basically, because the thing is, the skin color and melanin was not permanent. It actually, just like in Soul Man, box office masterpiece movie Soul Man, where C. Thomas Howell takes pills.
I gotta remind me of that.
He takes some pills to become black so that he can go to so that he can get this scholarship. By the way, a scholarship that is meant to go to black people because he just got to get into this prestigious school. But
wow,
yeah,
they just said, I don't think this movie is problematic enough. Can we get some more? How about he's actually taking physically from the black community, not just in his, wearing their skin like a costume, but opportunities too, right?
Yeah, no opportunities, and the and it's so funny because he doesn't get any kind of real actual comeuppance for doing any of this. But I was just like, wow, dude, that's wild.
Does he get into college?
No, he goes to the college and he maintains the act that he is black. And it is, but the thing is, so the pills make his skin darker, but like he stops taking them, it wears off. It's the same thing that happens in that Punisher story. Like as the story goes along, his skin gets lighter and lighter and lighter until eventually he goes back to just looking like his normal self, which is insane.
So if you are a lurker, like if you're one of those people that were like talking earlier about woke shows, which I doubt you're still here, but
no, probably not.
If you're hearing,
we started talking about comics, so they left. We started talking about comics because they don't read comics, so they left.
We know damn well they don't read comics.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. When we're talking about like the shit that they will call woke, right? And again, woke just means, hey, there's black people in this or there's gay people in it, right?
Hey.
This is the world that was normal.
Right.
Like this was like normal. This was just comedy. It's just funny. And to sit there and have comics written like this and movies made like this is what it means for an entire industry to not give a fuck about anybody but white people.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, 100%.
It's really not hard. Yeah. I mean, the non-believers.
Oh, I mean, one of us. No, but no, I think it's interesting. I think that maybe I don't want to be too hopeful, but I feel like maybe there is good change on the horizon. Maybe.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm not taking back anything I said, right? Corporate bullshit, yada yada yada, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Instead, here is the positivity behind it, though. When a company, right, in the 70s and the 80s, puts out a new guidebook, and they say you are not allowed to smack your secretary on the ass and say, that dress is looking good on you, or
hey, toots.
You're not allowed to anymore. You can't call them toots. We're gonna have to fire you. We wrote it in the book. I'm sorry, John. We gotta let you go because you smacked her ass. They didn't do that because corporations suddenly got this heart of like, wait a minute, we have been mistreating women all along. Gosh darn it, we need to fix that.
Psych.
Society changed. The Overton window moved. Society stopped putting up with it. And things shifted. You know what I mean? Co-workers can get angry at each other. And if one was a black guy and one yelled him and called him the N-word, hey, man, tempers were just high. Like the words were said. Let's calm down, guys. There was a point where the Overton window moved, and now say that shit and see what happens. Mm-hmm. Because society, right? The corporate, the HR didn't give a fuck all of a sudden about black people.
No,
society said unacceptable. So when we see shows that let you put the trans flag up and let you have the same kisses that us straight people have been able to have since forever, without it being sexualized, without it being pornographied, right? Like, all it means, I still not giving Disney credit for it, but what it means is that society is moving, the Overton window is moving, and let me tell you something. Those motherfuckers calling it woke and saying that they're ruining shit and yada yada yada, they're the motherfuckers getting left behind. They're getting left behind.
No, 100%.
And they're going to be those old men that still want to use the N-word, and then they don't see the big deal about it, that are 90 years old today, so.
Oh no, that is a 110 million %. You're and I'll even go as far as to say too, like, yeah, it doesn't. I don't think it's going to like, oh, this means that Disney has changed. Disney's going to be the wokest studio from here on out. No, this is literally an isolated. It's going to be. This is an isolated incident. I think this is just a situation where, and your mileage is going to vary because we got to remember, not all of these instances are viewed equally. We had She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, which was a show that, by at least as far as a lot of men, I say a vocal minority of men go, is a very hated show because it was perceived as Disney letting women put men down and decenter men, therefore bad. There were lots of people I saw who were like, I just can't relate to She-Hulk. It's like, well, of course you're a fucking dude. You're a dude. You of course, it's the same shit I said when Captain Marvel came out. People were like, do they have to put a scene in there where some guy tells her to smile? I was like, well, that's because it's a very real thing that happens to women all the time. It's just that, just because, look, no woman walks up to a man and says, hey, you should smile more. Like,
never.
That shit doesn't happen. That shit just does not happen. You want to know why? Because women don't like hearing it being told to them.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean,
that's funny.
I just think it's hilarious because people want for things like this to fail.
That's right.
And this show is too big to fail. It's one of the highest, I think it is currently the highest rated Disney Plus show, which is funny because, we literally just had this whole big to do about Acolyte being so woke. And people being mad about that.
That's why it failed, right?
That's why it supposedly failed.
I
can actually point to some actual legitimate criticisms and reasons why Acolyte probably failed that don't really have anything to do with wokeism or anything else. You could easily blame the fact that the show started off slow. And by the time that it actually really, because I think you and I both were kind of the same mind, that the show really didn't get like cooking until about the third or fourth episode. So it's like,
that first 15 minutes was hot as fuck.
Yeah, and then cold,
and then went lukewarm for like 4 episodes straight.
Yeah, it was like room 10, and like it wasn't until they started going into the backstory of the twins, which was like literally smack in the middle of the show.
Yeah,
and it was 100%. Like, well, by this point, you've lost a lot of those people. I mean, that's right. You're doing it like everything from that, I think 4th or whatever episode on, fire. I'm talking like, oh, dude, oh shit, dude, this is heat. But the thing is, you started slow. If Agatha would have started off the same way, like, oh, okay, first like 15 minutes or so, first episode of Agatha, that was actually like, dude, that was really good. And then like the next like 2 or 3 episodes, 4 episodes, were just like, I promise you, we would be talking about Save Agatha All Along. We'd be doing the same shit. But
here's the difference too, is that like you said, there's multiple reasons, right?
Yeah.
They didn't dump 200 million on Agatha, you know what I mean? And not have any like super A-listers, like it's like Acolyte fucked up in funding. Acolyte messed up in pacing. I think Acolyte would have survived at least the pacing part if they had put the entire season, let people just keep watching. The fact that waiting people wait a week,
right?
And you're like, hey, that one was kind of mid. I'm gonna wait next week, get another mid one. So we're like talking about, you're gonna wait a month and a half before you give me good shit? Nah, that doesn't work like that. You can't do that.
No. You know what? I actually will. I will say, if there was, because I saw executive judge say episode 4 was like the only bad episode of Agatha. You know what?
Which one is that?
That was the one where they went. It was the one where they went all hippy dippy, and they had to do like the musical number.
Oh, and then fight the demon.
It was the one. Yeah, they fought the demon with music. That episode, I'm not gonna lie, not my favorite episode. I don't think it's bad.
That's fair.
But like, it's not my favorite episode. Like, I will definitely say, if there is an episode, Yeah, if there was definitely an episode I thought was weak, it would be that one. Like, I
Filler.
think it's, yeah, I think it's the.
It's not canon. It wasn't in the manga. They were just trying to catch up. So
Yeah.
it was a filler episode.
Yeah. You know, this is that episode they do so the animators can catch up.
Yeah,
That's all.
Yeah.
But no, or so they don't go past the actual canon part of the manga. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. But no, that was the only episode that I wasn't terribly crazy about. But I thought, like, by and large, I will say this though about Agatha. And this is where I'm gonna say, like, I think Stomp 10 earlier kind of hit the nail for me. Do I think this is a 10 out of 10 show? No, I think it's a good, solid 9 out of 10 show.
However, somebody who says it's 10 out of 10 is not out of their mind.
No,
right? We're still in the realm of, like, you take the first Suicide Squad, it's like 10 out of 10, perfect super. You're like,
the fuck?
I don't hate it, but
I mean, hey, that
the fuck is that? Your opinion. If somebody said 10 out of 10, that is my shit. It probably speaks to them. They're probably no. I'm talking about for Agatha.
Oh, for Agatha,
it probably speaks to them. You know what I mean? You're probably a woman. You're probably gay. Like, you're probably, hey, that's dope. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I would say the same thing. Like, it's kind of like how back in the day, the joke was always like, hey, the show starts at 7:00. Black folks, 6:00. So we show up on time. I kind of feel the same way about Agatha. I was like, for me, for regular people, 9 out of 10. LGBTQ or just women in general, probably a 10 out of 10. But and I'm not saying that to be dismissive, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like if you're someone who can watch the show and see yourself in it, feel that because I'll be honest, I say the same thing about Black Panther. Do I think Black Panther is the greatest fucking movie that was ever made? No, I don't. Not at all. It has its own problems.
But there's something else there.
But here's the thing. I will tell people every time. There's not a single time that I've watched that movie where I have not cried.
Really?
I like, and I don't, and like, it's, whether it's, some of the early scenes where you're seeing Wakanda, or some of the interactions and some of the pageantry, Challenge Day, or even down to, like, when the movie fucking ends and the fucking Kendrick song. Like, when I hear that fucking Kendrick Lamar SZA song, I immediately start fucking tearing up because I'm just like, oh man, dude, ooh, that shit.
I used to think I cry a lot, but you fucking cry a lot.
God damn. Oh yeah, no, I lean into that shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll cry.
I cry like on relatives dying. Like, I'll cry every single time. I don't care. Lion King, Simba trying to wake up his dad. Done.
Crying.
It's rap. Immediately.
It's
immediately.
But like
Challenge Day, that won't get me.
Well, no, just like not so much the actual act of it, but just like seeing like all of those like black tribes coming together and like not the act itself, but just seeing how they're celebrating.
Right, it's emotional. Yes.
Yeah, like it's like it's that part of it, not the funny shit. But like, no,
I'm not shaming nobody. I'm just acknowledging. I just said I cried.
But
damn, everybody beat me up.
Hey, by the way, man, shout out to Cypher World out here. Lo Tigre. Hey, by the way, I gotta drop.
Hey, by the way, in my ears, that was exactly the same time. I know it wasn't for everybody else.
See, look, see, we're syncing up. We're syncing up. I gotta drop the bomb. I don't know if we did this. Did we do this last week? I don't know if we did this last week.
No. We did it for when he first got baby monetized.
Okay, yeah.
Not for this one.
No. So now you get another bomb. You get another bomb because, by the way, y'all, for those that don't know, Cypher World out here got fully like actual like legit
straight up YouTube
monetized
partner.
Dude, he's Cypher World is out here. So we're dropping the bomb for him.
Like when YouTube gets events, like Blerd Without Fear gets an invite because he's a YouTube partner. Chris Cypher of Cypher World is gonna get the same kind of invite for YouTube partners. That's what's up.
Dude,
that's what's up.
He did it. And I gotta say, super fucking proud. Super fucking proud for him because he has been
working.
He like going back
this
to my
is like 6 years coming.
He's been working like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. is what he has been doing. And man, yeah, I gotta give it up to him. Gotta give him the proper respect. And you know, it's I think it goes without saying. I don't get to play this for everybody, but in the immortal words of Macho Man Randy Savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
That's right. You goddamn right. The cream, baby. The cream of the crop.
Yeah.
Yes.
By
yes.
the way, we always kind of generalize. We're always like, oh, if you like video games, if you like funny shit, here. He's been doing that shit for years and years and years. His blow up, if y'all like this sort of shit, is he takes, and I was actually talking to my wife about this. I was like, man, this shit is genius. Like, if you ever like go somewhere like, oh, let me learn the lore of whatever, right? There's gonna be somebody who's like, okay, well, in Dark Souls, you know, in the war of the unknown gods of the faceless, you know, that's what happened, and that's the first time that the powers come. You know what I mean? And you're gonna watch that whole thing like that, right?
Yeah.
Chris, he does exactly, the lore is gonna be accurate, right? So it's not just a joke. But he does it as a skit, like a joke, like, and so you're learning the actual lore and laughing.
Yes.
Genius,
Which
blown up.
It's funny too, because that's, to me, I feel like that's the meta. That's the meta for me when it comes to learning, is if it can be funny.
Yeah,
like if it can be funny, you know, I don't know, it's something about that just hits different. But yeah, I just wanted to say shout out just in case it had, I don't think, we said it before, but I want to make sure we said it again, because now it's for real. But no, hey, you're welcome anytime, brother.
Yeah, we did it. Good idea, Novice. Actually,
what's up?
We will.
Oh, yeah.
The trailer.
Yes. So what?
Yeah, let's catch up actually, because John Stewart makes a good point.
Yeah. That too.
You just gotta tell me, hey, Robo, shut the fuck up. We got to read Super Jazz. I'm like, oh, yes, sir.
Yeah. No. We got this. We're getting it together. I promise you. We're getting it together. We're figuring it out. We're figuring it all out.
A melanated brother, successful. It's woke. Oh yeah. By the way, if you don't like woke shit, there is a whole Afro Latino on every single skit, so you might not like it.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Like, so I mean, I'm just
definitely
saying.
Watched the Yakuza today, so we might sprinkle in a little bit of a conversation. Yeah.
I have thoughts. I have some thoughts. They might not be popular thoughts. I do not know. Yeah, I have some thoughts.
See the tone. See, damn. It's a spoiler. That's a spoiler. I already know the direction you're going in.
He knows. He's like,
he's a knower.
But no, real talk. I will say this though. Yes. As far as everything goes. To just real quick, just to explain why I said 9 out of 10. There is one. There was the 4th episode that I do agree was the weakest episode. Not my favorite. Not an episode and which is sad because I really liked the character Alice. I really liked that was the episode where she got to have a little bit of backstory. And I actually really liked the song that they did, but it was I don't know, for whatever reason, it's kind of moved slow. That said, my other issue is with how the show ends.
You didn't like the ghost thing?
No, didn't have a problem with the ghost thing.
Ghosts.
No, I didn't have a problem with the ghost thing. I actually was perfectly okay with the ghost thing. My issue is actually with the fact that, okay, so you get to that. So basically what they did, you had the 8th episode where we have the kind of final fight, final showdown. We get to see Billy fully dolled up. Fully dolled up as Wiccan.
We get to see Death as Death, like Super Death.
Like you get to see some pretty, by my account, some pretty cool-ish. I think you get to see some pretty cool-ish.
So I'm still waiting for what didn't deliver for you. Because that's all dope ass shit.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like I said, it was like in my personal opinion, I thought that they did a very good job with here. I'm lightening this up just a little bit so you can see it better, because otherwise you ain't gonna see a goddamn thing. Just because of the nature of camera trickery and whatnot. But yeah, I was like, dude, Death, awesome. This is great. I like seeing that. I
Oh
like
man, you
some of
scared
those
me. I was like, what? You didn't like this? Okay.
No. This part was good. This part was good.
Yes.
Where my beef actually comes into play is, okay, so you have the scene where Agatha gets clapped, and then the show kind of carries on into the next episode, and they use this as the opportunity in that episode to spend most of the episode telling you the backstory of Agatha, which to me was fine, but it does not change how I feel about her as a character, because they pretty much let you know, yeah, child or not, she was always on that bullshit. She was on that bullshit before, and she was on that bullshit after, and honestly, I don't think having a child or losing a child really changes how I feel about Agatha as a character. Maybe
that's actually a really good point.
Yeah, like it's a like they kind of do this thing where
not just a hustler,
right?
A mass murderer.
Yeah,
she's a serial killer.
Yeah, she's pretty much, and okay, and I have a lot of beef with this too, because I feel like, and I don't know, maybe I'm misremembering Agatha Harkness in the comics, but I feel like Agatha was not this much of a problem in the comics. Like she was.
So obviously I'm not an expert.
Yeah,
but I did look up the character for this show, and she never was a bad guy. She was always like a neutral kind of like powerful mentor to Wanda.
Right. She was, I mean, if anything, the worst you could say about Agatha is that there were some times where she was more morally ambiguous, but for the most part, she wasn't really like a villain on the level that they kind of play her up in the MCU. And the thing I think is kind of sad is that they kind of started to try and make her that way in the comics, and I don't like it. Like, and in this, it's like, no, it's like when you get to this show, it's like, no, this motherfucker was always bad. And when you get to the end of it all, and she's like a force ghost or whatever, I mean, that's all well and good. That that's whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and try and litigate that shit. But like, I personally feel like the pooch was screwed just so much in terms of like that backstory about Nicholas Scratch honestly probably could have been given a little bit sooner. And I feel like putting that backstory in there slowed that episode down in such a way that when they finally came, because they spent most of that episode giving you that backstory, and then it feels like when they finally get you back to the present, and it's like, oh, well, Agatha's a ghost now, and Teen's trying to like banish her and get rid of her permanently, and it's like it's like there's kind of speed running. They're speed running the ending to try and all right. We spent 30 minutes talking about this bullshit. Shit, we oh, come on, everybody, hurry up, get through all this shit. All right, run through all this, and it was like, I don't know, it was I don't know.
No, I feel you. It's not something I thought about before, but I feel you. Like, those are actually pretty good points. Some things that could have saved it. Was, and I don't care because I would definitely do this for my kid. If she had to maintain a level of power to keep her kid alive, to stave off death long enough to, I'm like, I'm a serial killer all day if it means, keeping my kids alive. Okay, sure.
Right.
And then the pacing on where they did it while you were talking, in my head, I'm like, well, no, because that was a story that let you know that every time that they were trying to open a door to the road, it was a trick, right? Now, a way to fix that would have been to have that main story in the middle, but you still never. Nah, see, I don't know. That's the problem right there. How do you tell that story and still have the plot twist of the road was always wrong, and that day in the basement, she was as surprised as anybody else to see that door open up,
right?
Because she was literally only there to kill them,
right? No, like
you had to have that story to tell that.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I liked. Like, what's the best way to put it? I liked what they showed me, but I felt like they could have spent less time on the child part of it. Like, we know based on what we've seen thus far, she did give a shit about her child. But I felt like they spent like a lot of time showing her like, oh, hey, she's gone to this town and she's killing these people. She's gone to that town, she's killing those people. And it's like, well, that part, yeah, you kind of need to show a little bit of that too. But I feel like there were some aspects they probably could have shown sooner. Like, you could have, the part with the door, you could have saved that, till, the end or whatever, and be like, oh, hey, she knew all along, whatever. But I even kind of feel like that part of it you could have shown at some point. But yeah, it's, like I said, I don't know.
No,
I honestly
right.
don't.
You're right.
I don't have a really clear-cut answer on how it could have been done better. I honestly would not. I don't envy the task of anyone involved with the show to tell it in such a way that would make more sense. I mean, not to say it doesn't make sense, but I don't know. I feel like
you tell the part, and you don't really do anything with the road,
right?
Right. You only go to the part of them killing her, right? And so you don't really even know that she's collecting these people for the road until we get that reveal at the end. I think that might be a way, but no, you're right. I think they kind of joked that out. Jose actually has a good.
This should have been 10 episodes.
That one could have been his own episode by itself, and then we could have had time for a full. Yeah. Jose, there's fan theory, headcanon. The one time she doesn't, I would have liked them to spell it out. I would have needed them to spell it out for me to accept that as headcanon. The fact that she didn't kill that group is why death came. I mean, I feel it's a little bit of a reach, but yeah.
Well, I don't know, and I feel like that was too much time to wait. There was too much time in between all that. But like, I don't know. Personally, I feel like this is that one time where I'm like, yeah, y'all should have gone another episode. You should have gone another episode, so that way we're not rushing to get to the end. And you could have even done like a 3-episode season finale, whatever the hell. Like, just drop 3 episodes on everybody all at once or whatever. Or have episode 9 and 10 be the last 2, whatever episode. I don't know.
Sure.
But like, like I said, I still like it a lot. It just,
Ooh, yeah.
What was up?
I'm sorry, go ahead. Now I was thinking like you could have done the episode with the kid, and then I'm still stuck on that. How can we make this work?
Oh yeah.
You could have done all that story and then not finish it, and the plot twist of the roads being fake comes at the beginning of the next episode.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Anyways.
Okay, no, I get you.
Yeah.
I tell you what, and there was something else that I did want to hit today, but I think I have a better idea. I want to save it for next week.
What's that?
I think it was that link I sent you about some of the changes.
As far as the actors? Yeah.
I think what I want to do, I want to save that for next week because I have something fun in mind that we can do that'll make it interesting. But I do want to say, yes, there was a trailer that came up. We're going to take a look at it here in just a moment. But first,
hey, yes, I think you're about to do it. I distracted you, and we never got to the super chat. So if that's what you're doing,
I got it. I'm here, baby. I'm here. We got Weed Ninja 99 with a 499 says, "Well, at least she looks good, especially when she got turned to a ghost. It was giving she ain't no diva type energy." I mean, I liked it. Look, I thought they did because for one, this brings her closer to being the Agatha from the comics,
right?
As people are probably more familiar with, though, to be fair, in more recent times, like, and I say more recent, I mean the last like couple of years, Agatha has actually been changed to be more like Catherine Hahn's version.
Yeah,
like she's like Agatha now is way younger. I'm talking about like she is like a full on like here. I want to pull this up. This is what Agatha looks like in the comics now. This is Agatha now in the comics. Which
why
is
do artists always paint them on? Like, why would I see her abs through the outfit?
I have no idea. It makes no sense. Look,
Like I can tell where her belly button is with the outfit on. That don't make any damn sense.
It's supposed to be cloth, but also not. It's
yeah,
like, I don't get it.
maybe she just got fucking water thrown on her.
I also feel
Rogue
like
all along.
I feel like that one, like, okay, because like just to give you guys an idea, like this is for those who don't know, because I know sometimes it's always somebody's first, but this is what Agatha normally looks like in the comics.
Right, the beginning part, yeah.
Yeah, she's like an older, wizened, more wizened woman. Like your typical, like your stereotypical kind of witch-like character from back in that time frame.
By the way, low key, I'm just gonna spit it out there.
Go ahead.
And then we can just move on.
Shoot.
But low key, I feel like we got some serious ageism happening in the MCU.
Oh,
and here's
okay.
why.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead. Shoot.
Two very old people who have always been old are middle-aged hot women.
Yeah.
Aunt May and her. Like, nah, we don't want any old people. You know?
Well, the only one I'll give you Agatha. The only reason I would fight back on the Aunt May thing is because the idea of an aunt today is not the idea of an aunt back then. Like honestly, like under a lens of today, I actually look back on Aunt May and Uncle Ben being like so much older. It's weird to me now because like you think about it, it's like, well, I mean, yeah, technically,
especially with him being so young.
With him being so young, it's like, goddamn, like I was like, she may as well have been grandma by that point. She should have been Grandma May, if you go that route.
Yeah, Madam Web is another one.
Madam Web is
anyways.
Also. Oh no, now Madam Web, I will totally give you Madam Web because, well, for one, fuck that movie. But yeah, that's just
no PDG high key, PDG 90 high key. I mean, but let's not bite off. We gotta finish these super chats.
Oh,
high key.
I think to my understanding, we are caught up.
No, there was somebody. I think check the actual site. Jon Stewart said he threw something in there, and we hadn't read it.
Here, let me see.
In the events thing on the Streamlabs.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm in.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
sure,
that's what I'm in. Well, but here, I tell you what. Let me do it like this. Let me. I'm gonna go into the. Let's see.
Wait, it's like a balance. It's a balance. Since Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne are older, then I can give you
right. So okay, so what I got, I'm gonna just bring this up because
respectfully.
Goddamn. But no, I'm gonna bring this up on my side. I'm gonna show you what I see.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Instead of gave him an error, but it still took the donation.
What?
Well, here. Hey,
tell you what,
we appreciate you.
Yeah. Tell me what you said and we'll talk about it. Tell me what you said.
Yeah. Well, you even click the thing and put it on the screen. It's the same thing.
Same thing. You tell me what you said. I got you, pimp. You gonna get your question, all right? You gonna get yours. We ain't gonna let YouTube do you like that. We ain't gonna let Google do you like that. Now, all that aside, the other thing I did want to take a look at is, we did get the trailer. We got
right there it is.
Oh, booyah! There we go. Bam. Let me see. Bam. All right, here we go. So, sup, Blerd and Robo. Thanks for the great content, Blerd. How you having a convo about white people turning black and not mention the brown bomber? Keep up the good work. Get those likes up. Oh, by the way, I have not forgotten about the brown bomber. Now, the only reason
he mentioned it, it just was one sentence.
Oh no,
I didn't even want to know. I'm like, oh my god, I don't.
Well, no, the reason why I don't bring up the brown bomber very often is because that one was more of a joke, and it's so for those that don't know. The brown bomber, God,
jeez,
that was a time in DC Comics. DC Comics. Here, I'm gonna pull this up so you can kind of see it. So here, And this was back when Dwayne McDuffie was writing, if I'm not mistaken. Dwayne McDuffie was writing Justice League at this time, I believe, and it was kind of a joke. And it was Dwayne McDuffie poking fun at something. So in that case, it's less.
What's happening, baby? Meet the brown bomber.
Right? Yeah, here it is right here. It says, so Vixen is trying to figure out why this white dude who looks like Brian Michael Bendis is sitting in the chair for the meeting at the with the Justice League. And she's like, and you are? And he's like, what do you mean? And she's like, I mean, you're a fat guy in street clothes. What good are you? He said, well, first, I have to say the magic words. Black power, and boom. Here, I'm gonna move this out of the way just for a moment, just so y'all can see. But it says, what's happening, baby? Meet the brown bomber. I only have my powers when I turn black, or should I say African American? Anyway, they only last for 1 hour. I call it CPT. And she's like,
wow.
No, you absolutely can't.
Wow. He says CPT.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Wow.
That was a thing. It was a thing that happened.
And what happened? He went back to his own world or something? He's not from Earth 1, I guess.
This is his first. It was grand opening, grand closing.
Grand closing.
Well, and Xylism just put this in the chat too. I want to bring this up as well. Said Dwayne wanted to remind DC of their original idea of their first black superhero, and DC was legit gonna back then create the superhero in the 70s. And this is true. This is actually 110% legitimately true. And Dwayne McDuffie is the fucking GOAT for putting it out there.
Damn.
Because Dwayne McDuffie didn't give a fuck.
You know what? I don't see the problem. You have Thor, and he has that guy. Was that guy Norwegian? Probably wasn't Norwegian. No. And so if an American can hit a staff and be Norwegian, what's wrong with this? I don't see it.
I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah. I see no wrongdoing whatsoever.
Look, hey, my good friend Judah Red is a good Jewish man. Every time he talks about
a mensch. Is he a mensch?
A mensch. He's a mensch. However, every time he exclaims with pride that it was the Jewish people who brought us American comic books, which he's right, I'm like,
all right, calm down, sir.
But they have some racist ass shit too, though. I'm just saying.
I'm about to say, hey, I'll be like, hey, look, sir, I'm gonna need you to calm fuck down while you out here. Look, let's not start glazing each other up just yet.
That's right.
Well, don't break the glaze out just yet.
If it wasn't for the Jewish people, we wouldn't have this. Bring out the brown bomber, like this. Okay.
Yeah. You talking about this shit right here? Yeah, you talking about this?
Oh man,
this shit right here. That's what you're talking about, right? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. But no, so we got a sizzle reel. We're gonna run through it, and I will go ahead and say, where are we at on? Actually, we're not doing too bad on time. We're not doing too bad on time.
Are you trying to play it?
Yeah, I'll play it. Fuck it. Why not? We're gonna be talking. We're gonna make it transformative. Maybe.
Did that work last time? I don't think that worked last time.
No, I don't think it did. I tell you what, here, I have a way. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play it. We are not going to play any sound. I'm just going to scrub through it. There you go. We're just going to scrub through it, and yeah, they'll probably still be mad.
The no sound will do it. That's it.
Yeah. We're not.
That's
no
how they
sound.
catch it.
So let me open this up, and like I said,
Tom P Face. Let us not forget Hal Jordan's friend Tom P Face.
Tom P Face.
P dash face. Like it's censored. I don't know what the P stands for. Pin.
Wait a minute.
Pie?
God.
Tom Pie Face?
Pie Face.
Is that a thing I don't know about?
Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, that's a... Hold on.
Is that a derogatory term I've never heard of?
Yeah, that was a thing. And here I'm gonna bring this up so you can see it. It was, look, man, comics used to be racist as fuck back in the day. Let's just put it out there.
Oh, For Inuit Eskimos?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was
Holy shit.
not a good time. I just want to put that out there here. Actually here, I'm gonna bring up a couple of images. I have a folder for this sort of thing. Like and thank you for reminding me I had this. I actually slick forgot about it.
Well, I'm still waiting for it. I'm still waiting for that video.
Yeah, right. I have a whole here, let me pull this back a little bit. I have a whole folder, literally just full of things, just random shit. Random bullshit that makes no goddamn sense in comics. This is one of them. But yeah, right here, Tom Pieface. He said, "We worked together long enough, Pieface. There's no one I'd rather trust. You'll know that secretly I am Green Lantern, but you'll be the only one in the world to know." And yeah, by the way, this is his, I guess was not his Robin, so to speak, but this was like just his kid that knew who he really was. And was
just this kid. He was not a sidekick, but like a child he was friends with that he spent a lot of time with. You know? And
yes, Tom Pieface, to my understanding, I have not seen him in comics recently, but he is still around. And right here, a real Eskimo, huh? The only Eskimo I've ever met was an Eskimo pie. How about if I call you Pieface? Yeah, that was a thing. What? That was a thing. Yes, that was a thing.
So just by the way, look, I want to say this does not reflect on the Jewish people, the beautiful, rich culture, right? Zionists are bad, racists are bad.
Yes.
I want to make it very clear, I'm not trying to be anti-Semitic here. However, the creator of Pieface is a guy named John Broome, who wrote from 1913. Oh, was born. I'm sorry, that's his age. I'm like, God damn, what? Anyways, and the first line of his biography is Broome was born Irving Broome to a Jewish family. So there you go. There's your the founding fathers of American comic books.
Yeah. Well, and here I'll throw you another one. Because like I said, I keep a lot of receipts. Okay, I literally have a folder called Problematic Comics for a reason.
Do we want to like make a show? Let's make a show out of like the most probable comic books in comic book history.
Sure. We can do it. I'm all for it.
Let's save it.
Yeah, we'll save it. We'll save it because this one's wild. This was wild. So I'm gonna keep this in the back pocket.
There you go.
I'm just gonna say that you will probably never like Shazam ever again. That's all I'm gonna say. You'll be like, nope, canceled. He's canceled. But no. That said, here is Le Sizzle Reel. Like I said, there's really the main thing is that they kind of a lot of the early focus in it. One of the things that we get to see, like because they're kind of just running us through a lot of stuff. We finally get confirmation, which is funny because we literally talked about this stuff last week.
Are you putting it up?
Yeah, I'm about to pull it up right now. But right here.
Yeah. I do. But when I saw it, I was like, oh man.
They knew. Disney responded. Disney responded. They were like, oh shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nerds of Culture podcast is proud to announce that we won.
Yes.
And they decided to go ahead and announce Ironheart.
We got hey, and actually check this out. I like to keep this ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him. Goddammit. We got him. We got Disney, y'all. We won. We beat Disney. We browbeat.
We didn't just beat Disney.
We beat Marvel.
We beat racism.
That's right. We did. We beat racism. We beat racism here. But no, we got to see that a little taste of Ironheart in here. We'll actually, can I do it like this? Yeah, I think I can do it like this. We got a little taste of some Daredevil Born Again action here. Actually, you know what?
That's the shit I'm excited about.
Oh yeah. Well, and here actually. Oh wait. Let's go back a little bit. I don't want to. That Spider-Man looks like heat. I'm ready for it. I'm here for it.
It is, but I'm also like, are you getting the vibe that it's like early teens target?
It is. Because it's early days, like young Spider-Man. So yeah. it's not going to be for. It'll be for
tell me how
grown
that
folks. He's like, nah, I'm not in. Wonderman. Wonderman is here, y'all. He is here. It's going down. And,
they really did watch the show.
Right? They really did. They're like, all right, get all the darkies out here so they'll shut the fuck up. But let me go back just a step. Let's see. I think that's also from. I think that might also be from. Not sure what that's from actually. That's a random one. But here's Ironheart. We got our boy. Was it is it Anthony Ramos? Anthony Ramos? I believe is his name. Cat Daddy from Hamilton. And the Transformers was it Rise of the Beast? Rise of the Beast. So yeah, we got an old boy out here as the Hood out here doing his thing. Not mad at him, not one little bit.
Yeah, Anthony Ramos. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, look at that, man. I'm out here, man. I know stuff. I know stuff and things. And then we got our boy. This is my guy right here. This is the one we really came here for, everybody. Put your hands together.
That's it. Yeah.
Put your hands together. Look
and
at
not
it.
just that. Not just that.
Mm-hmm.
The boy. Look,
Yeah.
I know it's not cool to like him, yada, 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 but headcanon, look, Punisher is still that motherfucker right there.
Oh, yeah, no, look, hey, first off, fuck propaganda and fuck white vigilantism.
Right? Yeah.
Especially when that white vigilantism tends to attack black and brown bodies without due process. But I fucking love the Punisher. Don't you get the fuck out of here.
every single time I hear the actor say you're not supposed to like him, and the writer even said you're not supposed to like him. I'm like, well, I fucking like him.
I like him.
Look, you shouldn't have wrote him like that.
Hey, you know what? You shouldn't have made him so cool. Mm-hmm,
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Look, let me tell you something.
Oh, shit.
I am a dude who used to walk around and unironically wear Punisher t-shirt with the black shirt with the skull on the chest. I used to have a fucking hoodie. Black hoodie, skull on chest. You used to walk around, wear that shit.
You made his
proudly.
logo cool. Like, you made him hate cops and said, fuck cops too. Like,
yes.
I'm sorry, man. If I'm not supposed to like him, you guys are doing a real bad job at that.
You fucked up. That's not on me. That's you. And here's the thing. I have had a couple of conversations actually. Not like, just like, in depth, but like just back and forth on social media with Jerry Conway, one of the co-creators of the Punisher. And, I look at Punisher the same way he does. You're not supposed to admire him, but it is okay to think that he's a badass. But
right.
But the thing is, you're not supposed to, like, if you are a police officer or a part of the the military or any other type of like law enforcement arm, no, you should not be trying to embody the Punisher.
That's it.
The Punisher is an indictment of the criminal justice system. It is not something to celebrate. But goddamn it, the motherfucking comics ain't funny and cool some goddamn time.
Here's what I'll say, right? Here's what I'll say in all seriousness. In all seriousness, this is what I'll say is, this is fantasy.
Right. This is a reality.
Like, what's her name on Law and Order SVU?
Mariska Hargitay?
Yeah, I was thinking of her. But the character's name, I forget her name.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember the character's name, but I know you're talking about. Yep.
So, do I like cops? Is it ACAB? Fuck yeah. Abolish the police.
God, yeah.
Seriously. Go read a book called End of Policing if that doesn't make sense to you. But I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Olivia Benson.
Olivia Benson. There you go. Thank you.
Why do I love Olivia Benson? Because she's not real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if policing was like Olivia Benson, then we wouldn't say a cop. She's a fictional character who is, you know what I mean? She's not real. That's fantasy.
Yeah. It's why when I because some of y'all probably heard me not too long ago, I was glazing up the TV show Bosch.
You love saying that, huh?
Yeah, dude, glaze, man. You gotta glaze them up.
It's
glaze
very
them up.
like I'm a visual listener, and every time
actually, I love saying it because I know it makes Carter uncomfortable. So I say it.
You know what? I think that might be the one spot me and Carter.
There's some overlap.
I'm like, okay, yeah.
He's like, oh man, stop, please.
Yeah, that glaze them up, man. I was just gobbling that the other day. I was just gobbling down, deep throating that book. Have you seen the last book? I'm like. Yep.
But no, I love that TV show. I love that TV show. I love the character. It's propaganda to the highest degree, but the thing is, Hieronymus Bosch, not a real person.
That's
it. It's television, and same as Olivia Benson. If there were more cops like Bosch who actually believed in due process, who actually believed in being what we believe cops are supposed to be, a cop who dislikes bad cops, who actually calls out bad cops, dude, the world will be a better place.
And same thing for vigilantes.
Exactly.
Vigilantism doesn't work out in the real world like Batman and the Punisher.
Wait, did somebody just bring up New York Undercover in here in my presence? New York Undercover.
She gets there because she's also a victim. That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Yes. She's been a victim.
That's what makes it important. What makes it work.
Can you do vigilante work, right? Like Batman the Punisher? No. They always get it right. They are always doing the right thing.
Yeah.
That the cops in the system won't let them do.
Yeah.
And that is not how it works in the real world.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I would even go as far as say, too, the reason why I think that admiring vigilantism is a kind of a slippery slope is because we have also had stories where even within a vigilante story, someone else thinks, oh, well, you do it, so I'm gonna do it too. But this other person got the wrong idea. So then you have people taking the law into their, like one of the most famous examples. I don't like bringing this guy up very often, but Chuck Dixon, during the Chuck Dixon run on Nightwing, there was a new character that was introduced, also called Nightwing, but it was Nightwing, like hyphenated. It was like night. It was like NITE, like night, and then hyphen, and then wing. But this guy was trying, like he was, I mean, technically he was going after cops, like bad cops, but he was also like going like way too hard in the paint. Like he was taking it to like a whole other level to where like it was becoming problematic and he was becoming a whole ass bad guy. And then there's also Hawk Shadow from the Shadowhawk series, who was like, oh, I'm just like you. I thought we were on the same side, Shadowhawk. I'm just killing N-words.
Oh.
And then Shadowhawk takes his mask off and he's like, I am.
Wow.
You know, an N-word. Like basically like, I'm a black man. You're not like, you're nothing like me. Like it's that. So yeah, it also touches on that as well. But I also think, vigilantism in superhero comics, movies, TV shows, it's cool to see guys like Cobra on, like, I've actually made this argument a lot of the time. The reason why we have so many bad cops is because of the things that TV shows and movies have done, like, you know, the 80s and 90s action movies where the cops break the rules, they violate the villain's Miranda rights and think like, and they do it casually. Like, go back and watch like old Lethal Weapon movies, old Steven Seagal movies, old Sylvester Stallone. And,
I mean,
you
can just go back to Law and Order SVU, staying on it, Stabler.
No, like I said, there are people.
I'm like, no, he's not a good guy. Like,
This
that's
guy's not
okay.
a good person. Yeah, Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry. Yep.
These are the people who used to like they would like, and I'm talking about what.
Hey,
like,
somebody else puts Dirty Harry. I need like 3 more Dirty Harrys.
Yeah, Dirty Harry. You need. No. What was the one? I was watching Tango and Cash the other day for the first time in a while, which is one of my favorite movies, by the way. Both Tango and Cash, as police officers, completely and totally violate the and don't get me wrong, I don't have any sympathy for these characters. They're criminals. They're fucking criminals. They're terrible people. But they are regularly violating these people's Miranda rights. There's a point where in the very early parts of the movie, Cash literally sits in a chair where the crossbar on the leg of the chair is on the criminal's throat, and he's literally choking this man to death. Like it's funny.
Sometimes you just got to do what needs to be done.
Yeah.
You know?
Or what was the other one? There's a part where Tango, he shoots an 18-wheeler.
That's what I was thinking, Kyle Carter, but yeah.
And he basically causes an accident to stop some criminals. And when brought up saying these guys are trafficking cocaine, he literally shoots a tanker car that he is only maybe at least 70% certain doesn't have gasoline in it, that it has cocaine in it. But the fact of the matter is, that's not normal police procedure. He shoots the tanker that could have just as easily have had gasoline in it and blown up and killed everybody. But because he's the good guy, everybody's like, oh man, that Tango, isn't he a rebel? Isn't he a rebel? Look at that guy. Yeah, no, that's why we have so many bad cops, because that shit was, treated as, oh no, that's what a real hero is.
That's right.
And you have your vigilante guys, same thing, like, oh yes, he took the law into his own hands. They used to say that shit in the trailers. Oh, the justice system failed him. Now he's taking the law into his own hands.
Ace Ventura.
This
Ace
time,
Ventura.
it's for
Perfect.
Yeah, dude, same thing. Dude, okay, some of this, and I'm not gonna lie, man, some of the shit that popped off in the Ace Ventura movie, not gonna lie, man, it's hard to go back and watch that movie sometimes.
Did not age well.
No,
did not age well at all.
Dude, it's like, man, that's a hate crime. That shit's a hate crime. There are some hate crimes
related
committed.
Related to that, you know what movie's also really fucked up to watch? Related to that? Crying Game.
Oh no, Crying Game is not.
That's fucked, man. That is like, I'm like, oh my god, this is like super transphobic. Okay.
Oh no, dude, I'm not gonna lie. That shit kind of slick makes Lady Baller seem borderline tame.
I'm saying,
like, yes. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, bro.
I'm like, oh, you hate them. Okay.
Ooh. And I remember that used to be a thing. Like, that used to be like a running joke. People would cite the Crying Game as shorthand to talk about trans people sometimes in a negative light.
Yeah.
Like, not to be like, oh, this is bad, but like,
I remember
see?
See? Yep. That was literally, I mean, man, if for you young bucks out there, if you were a teenager in the 90s, like, you heard the Crying Game used as a joke, as a like oh man, hey, what happened? She crying gamed you or what? And it was like, nah,
bruh, right?
You know what I mean? It was like, man, 90s sucked. Except for the music. That shit was that
was great. But
transphobic didn't exist during that time period.
I was gonna say, it's like no. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as transphobic nowadays. Shit. Look, that shit was. I still don't get it to this day. I'm just
because they didn't have a name for it didn't mean that it wasn't a thing. Considering that you can get away with murdering a trans woman, if in the bedroom, So
I will say, man, I'm not gonna lie. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm sitting here like thinking back on everything that happens there, and I'm just like, man, dude, why they had to drag Forrest Whitaker into this? Why they drag poor Forrest Whitaker into this? But no, to get us back on track,
Yes.
we got Daredevil. We got to see a little bit of Daredevil Born Again. It looks lit. What
I'm really excited about this, and this actually helped.
Oh yeah,
is Netflix Daredevil's canon?
Yes. Yeah, and this scene in particular right here that I'll kind of play just a smidge, but like you see, which by the way I got to go back to this real quick because look, this right here, look at this. Oh man, I love to see shit like that. I like it. I like seeing superheroes.
That's the comic book panel. Yes, that is a comic book panel right there that we want.
That's the type of shit I look for. But the fact that like they let it be known, yes, Wilson Fisk knows exactly who the fuck Daredevil is. They're also kind of playing into not just the Daredevil Born Again aspect of it, but they're also doing the Mayor Fisk storyline from the the Charles Soule run of Daredevil.
Frank
one of my
Castle's
favorites.
there.
Yep. Matter of fact, here let's run it back just a taste. Let's go back just a taste. Actually, a little more than the taste. Yeah, but there he is. Look at him right there. He's like, man, look.
Don't do my boy like that, Nerd Large. He hates Proud Boys.
Yeah. Hey, look, he hates cops and the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys.
Look at him. He's pretty racially ambiguous. He's something.
I love John Bernthal just because like when you look at him, is like, is he white?
He's
He
something.
got something else in him. I think he's
that's my favorite. That's how you know that there's something. I don't know. He's something though.
He's something. I mean, it's kind of like Vin Diesel. It's like Vin Diesel ain't white, but you look at him, like,
right?
Man, I don't
know.
Is he like he's like back in the 80s, like white people like, I don't know, he's some kind of a mulatto.
Yeah. Oh, so is he Italian? Is he Italian? If he's Italian, that's spicy white.
Yeah,
that's not regular white.
He's spicy white.
Yeah.
Also, I love this shit right here because we get to see some hallway, stairway fight shenanigans. Not really sure who this is supposed to be right here, but it's clearly someone in a mask. I'm not really sure if it's supposed to be anybody specific, but
it's like a motorcycle helmet
or so, it's something. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's something.
Yeah.
But they're fighting. They're getting their fight on. Also, this right here.
What is that? Oh, that's a henchman. I like that.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that right here.
Does he have a beret? Is he
I don't know. It's like
Clockwork. Is that Clockwork Orange?
I don't know, man. He's fighting like, or is he fighting Batroc the Leaper? I don't know what's going on here. Also, bro, look at that. Here, we're gonna let this play just for a little bit, just a little.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Muse.
Look at that. Look at that.
Smash.
Dude, look at that shit. Look at that shit. He busted his shit. He busted that dude's shit. That dude's dead. He's not gonna be in Rush Hour 4. Also, we got your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. This is the one right here. Also, I love how it looks like they took this shit straight out the PlayStation game. They took this shit straight out the place. Here, I'm gonna let that. Like, look at that. I want to go back to that web swing.
I like that animation though.
Oh yeah, no animations. Sony has been repurposing assets and animations from the Spider-Man PlayStation games. Yes, Sony has, and I'm gonna tell you why. Even though technically this is Marvel animation. If you go back and watch Spider-Man Far From Home, there is a scene in it, that stinger where Spider-Man like he lands on the street post. It's literally, if you go back and look at it, it's the same animations that are used for Spider-Man in the games. Mm-hmm. No bullshit. You can't, and once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Damn.
But yeah, look at this shit. It's like, oh yeah, y'all took that straight out the game. Marvel Animation ripped that shit straight out the game, or they use references for it. But yeah, I like this right here. But yeah, you got like a low-tech Spider-Man. I mean, obviously we're going to get an actual higher-tech Spider-Man, but like this is basically the shit that Peter was rocking, almost kind of close to it.
Which means we're going to see a dead Uncle Ben.
Oh, Uncle Ben's getting clapped. Y'all better get ready.
Yeah.
Just like we have seen them pearls hit the floor a little too often in the Batman shit, we're about to see Uncle Ben hit the dirt on this motherfucker. You can best believe.
Yeah.
And then also, actually, this right here. Look how he catches the brick. Bop! Ooh, got him right there.
Damn.
Got him. Nailed him.
Hey, real quick, we're on Fady. You want to punch that button and open up the waiting room, and then we finish the trailer.
Oh, yeah. Here, let me, by the way, y'all, just so y'all know, y'all can go ahead and start getting up in that junk. Y'all can start going and get up in that junk. Y'all know what to do.
And if just in case you're first time here, go ahead and jump inside the Discord. All the way down at the bottom, you should see a voice chat room called the Waiting Room. Go ahead and jump in that, and when we feel like it, we'll pull you up. And don't expect to be in any kind of order.
No,
we don't know.
It's gonna be whatever we see. It's gonna be whatever we see. Also, I'm gonna implement a hard rule. I don't know how generous should we be with the minutes. How generous should we be with the minutes?
You had a rule, and we did not.
We did not follow it.
First entry was gone, right?
Yeah.
So let's try it again.
We'll try it again.
It's not on anybody but us.
Yeah, no, it's not anybody else.
Because that was your rule, and then you guys went back and forth. I'm like, okay, I guess we're not kicking them out. You come in, you say your question, your statement, and we will answer you while you're out. You have to hear it on the. You have to hear it on the stream.
Yes, that is.
And it's really for us because we don't know when to shut the fuck up, and we're just gonna have them back and forth, right? You know what I'm saying?
100%. It's not on anybody else but us. It is, and you know what I'm gonna do here. What? How much time do you think we should give? How much time do you think we should give? How much time?
Yeah, so, I don't know, 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Okay, bet.
Yeah,
bet. So that's 120 seconds. Okay, bet. Yeah, I don't know why I had to think about that.
2 minute race time.
I was like, wait a minute. And then you know what I'm also gonna do? I'm gonna have 2 timers. I'm gonna use 2 timers. We are gonna have a timer.
Wait, did I do a thing?
We're gonna have a timer for the question. Because it's one of those things I don't want to because I know us, we'll get stun locked, especially me. I will get stun locked. So I'm gonna give us
only if somebody brings up like Super Sentai or something.
Yeah,
that would be like,
100%. That's gonna
go.
It's like, man, look. I'm gonna give us 5. So here's how it's gonna work. You got 2 minutes to say what you got to say.
Y'all better hope a chud never jumps in, because that's how you stomach me.
That's what'll happen. See, that's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm afraid of. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm giving us 2 minutes for the person to ask their question, and I'm gonna give us 5 minutes to respond. I think that's fair. No more than 5 minutes, just so that way that gives time for me to respond. Also gives enough time for Robo to respond and have a little bit of overlap. That's why I'm giving us 5.
Wrap it up, but
yeah, actually, I've been meaning to take the wrap it up sound and put it in here, so I can be like, all right. Actually, as a matter of fact, you know what? I have just the thing. I have music to play us the fuck off. I actually have music just already.
I can't hear your computer, by the way. I can't hear your computer, by the way.
I know I had it.
You've done a couple. Oh, okay.
No. There were some things I had muted. There were some things I did have muted. I can tell you one reason why, because I actually did mute all PC audio at first, just because I was playing something to find something. But yeah, basically what I'm gonna do is when I have a button on my Stream Deck that is going to, y'all won't be able to see it, but I'll be able to see it. There'll be a little timer, and when that timer goes off, there will actually probably be a sound that y'all will also hear, because I think the sound will route through PC audio. But anyway, I'm not gonna explain this shit to y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know how computers work. This is the one that I was waiting on right here, as a devout. Devout fan of Ironheart. This is what I've been waiting on, y'all. This is what I've been waiting on, and did not disappoint. Though I do feel like this trailer is about a goddamn year too late. This shit has been done.
We're not taking shit back that we said last week.
No, it's a little late. Well, apparently the movie wrapped. I think they said they started editing in March of this year. The series wrapped filming the year prior. So I'm like, man, look, y'all took y'all sweet ass time. Y'all but you know what? I will say this. Kudos to Marvel Studios for not trying to rush out some bullshit So we're gonna just accept it. I would actually like it. You know, one of my favorite phrases in gaming is that what's the long and short of is that a delayed game can eventually be good. A rushed game is forever bad. Which, to be fair, we've kind of been turning that around lately. Some games that got rushed out, like Cyberpunk 2077, which I thought was still a fine game, even being rushed. But I mean, just in terms of bugs, was still not a good look. But that game became something special once they actually fixed it. But I don't think you should have to do that. You measure 10 times, cut once. Measure once, you're going to wind up cutting 10 times. And I'm glad Marvel, well, I wish they weren't so silent. I wish they weren't so silent about things.
Right.
Marvel is too caught up in trying to be, ooh, the secrecy. Ooh, that's going to get the nerds talking. No, tell us some shit, because it's working wonders for the DCU, and it ain't even fucking out yet.
That's right. That's right.
James Gunn's out here shutting shit down and telling you what he's doing.
My concern is more about the fact that I'm never afraid to say that I don't feel like I have to be a fan of everything, right? And sometimes shit is just not made for me. I think I've mentioned Ms. Marvel more than enough times to make it obvious that it's not my favorite show. It's not a bad show. It doesn't suck. But it doesn't.
But you're not the target audience,
right? Yeah. And I know people who aren't the target audience that still love it. That's cool too. It's not for me. Whenever it's Ironheart, with her age and her being in college, I'm like, are they gonna make it a YA thing? I was pleased with what I saw in the trailer. Okay.
Bad. Oh yeah,
I'm on board. I'm on board.
Well, because we've already gotten Ironheart in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, so we kind of knew that.
I just didn't know what the series was going to be like, though. Everybody knows character, but the story might be, I don't know. But
well, and what I like that they're doing here with this is that they're playing on a lot of the themes that we already kind of saw with her character in Wakanda Forever. But I like the fact they're showing her she's trying to make some shit pop off. They're actually addressing her origin. Like you can see that they're delving into her best friend that was killed in a drive-by shooting. It seems like they're also going to talk about her stepfather that was also killed due to gun violence. It seems like they're going to be kind of digging into those elements of her character that I think make her an interesting character, and maybe they also kind of inform on why she's the way she is, even though technically she's a little bit different from her comic book counterpart. In terms of Riri Williams in the comics, she's a more awkward person because she doesn't really know how to talk to people, because she grew up so smart that she was already smarter than the people who were teaching her.
That's right.
Trying to teach her shit. So she grew up with this kind of distance that kind of just made it weird. For her to be able to interact with and relate to other people. The Riri Williams that's in the MCU is a little bit more of a relatable character, just in so much that she's smarter than everybody else, but she also kind of feels more like a normie at times too. There's interactions that you see her have, with Shuri, that almost kind of plays her as the straight man, or in this case, the straight woman. To where Okoye and Io and Anika and everybody else, they're kind of not less serious, but they're having more fun time shenanigans when Riri is around. So you got this character who's a little bit more grounded. But I wasn't sure how they were going to do it when they brought her in. But I like Dominique Thorne. She did a fantastic job. With what she was given. But I like the fact that we're going back to somewhat more we got boots, y'all. We got boots. We're not doing that nanotech bullshit. We ain't got that fucking particle beam shit. We got actual fucking tech getting up on people, man. I like that. I like that a lot. I like how they're doing it.
No nanosuits.
Because it's oh man, nanotechnology, it's an easy cheat. Black Panther had it. Tony Stark had it. Pepper Potts had it. Everybody who had a suit is ooh, see how the suit just
This is supposed to be like robotics built in your garage.
Yes.
The robot nerds are supposed to love this shit.
Yeah, and I think think they did a pretty cool job with this. And we're gonna get a suit that like you kind of get a tease of the final like suit. This is more of like also what they got this dude in the bloodline. What's going on here? Is this cat in the bloodline? Is he the tribal chief now? Hold on, wait a minute.
Are they making him? Is that Polynesian or maybe that's some Incan shit?
I don't know. I think there might be some Incan popping off here, but I mean, I'm with it.
That's what's up.
I'm with it. You know, look, you know what? Honestly, because I'm on that same energy they did with Namur. In Wakanda Forever,
Tenoch Huerta.
Yeah, Tenoch Huerta. I gotta get that.
Very nice. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. I practiced that. Yeah, because I was like, man, well, I don't know. I might have put too much into it because I mean, we still ain't heard back about them allegations. So
I know.
A lot of folks forgot, and I think Disney's kind of like, man, let's see if these folks forget about this shit.
Yeah, he hasn't been taking off shit. They're just like, just see, we're right here.
Yeah, I'm just saying. look, this motherfucker gonna fuck around here. Anthony gonna wind up being Namur before too long if Tenoch keep fucking around. But no, we've got I like what they're doing there. So I don't know if a lot of y'all know what the story is with him. The way they're playing him up is that basically him and Riri are actually going to be kind of cool with each other on some level or another. But basically he's kind of the type of character you usually see in stories about Leo of this magnitude, whether it's superhero related or not, where basically his whole thing is that he believes in, building up his community by any means necessary. He's basically going to be the hard edge guy who's willing to do whatever it takes, even if it's something that ain't exactly okay. And that's where, I guess technically where his having possession of the hood, I don't know if Dormammu level shenanigans are going to be popping off, but I mean,
that's what I was wondering. Is he still going to be having hellfire bullets and shit? Like, I don't know.
It seems like they're going more spiritual with him. Just we see him out here, doing like some yoga type shit, man. He's getting his eat, pray, love on, man.
I just better see fire. I better see powers. Yeah. I hate when they depower motherfuckers, make it more grounded or whatever.
No, I need to see the real shit. But like this right here, this was kind of the money shot right here for me. So I was like, oh yeah, look, like right here. Bam. I was like, ooh, see. And what they did, they kind of slick or giving her, because once again, she had to give back the costume. She couldn't take that costume with her, all that vibranium and whatnot, couldn't have them just out here just running around roughshod. So, she's trying to recreate what she had in Wakanda, but do it her way, but also kind of getting that Mark III armor, or I think it was the Mark III armor that she had in the comics. But, it hasn't been painted yet, so you're also kind of getting that shades of Iron Man 1 popping off over here. Man, I'm not going to lie. There's a huge missed opportunity. We can't get Tony Stark as an AI in this. That would be, I would laugh. If I got to see it. I'm here for it. I like this. I like this design because it's not, the suit that was in Wakanda Forever was a little bit more bulky. So, like, she's kind of finding ways to slim that bitch down. I like it. Let's see here. Oh, look, got the boots. Look at the boots. She got them apple bottom jeans and them boots with the jets. Or some bullshit, I don't know. But also we see right here, she's got the low-tech suit right here, which is kind of more similar to what she had in the comics first. She had the big bulky suit in the comics first before she got the slimmer one. So yeah, I like that. I like what they're doing here. Like she's having that little, dude, that is so awesome. Look at that.
They are always killing motherfuckers. I'm telling you, dude, whoever is in those vehicles with Wonder Woman, Iron Man, they love this shit right here. And I'm telling you, the motherfuckers are dead every time. I don't care.
That motherfucker gone.
He's done. He's done.
That motherfucker is gone.
I hope he had life insurance. I hope he didn't have any kids.
Oh, no, it was one of those Elon cars. There's nobody in there.
That's right.
The town has already been evacuated, is what they're going to say. Also, this shot right here, I don't know what's going on here, but like, it's very reminiscent of that Black Panther 1 deal. Where like they had Shuri in the car or whatever. Oh, there's the best friend right there. There's the best friend. So, yeah. Oh, then we got What If. I forgot about What If. I forgot this was in here.
Oh, yeah.
Look at The Legend of them 10 cowboy hats. Shang-Chi right there. Ain't that about a bitch?
What if Shang-Chi was a cowboy?
Yeah, this is this cowboy Shang-Chi. I actually didn't know that was him at first until Simu Liu actually confirmed it. I was like, okay. And then we got Dark
those
Elves.
are Frost. Those yeah.
Got the Dark Elves. All right, Dark
Yeah, they're gonna
Elves.
do what's his face right? Maybe
Malekith.
they got a redo. Maybe get a redo on Malekith.
Dude, because I'm not gonna lie, that was a fucking atrocity. I'm still mad about that.
I'm saying.
I'm still mad about that. They can kiss my whole ass. The Legend of the 10 Spurs, y'all ain't shit. We got, was it Captain Prime? Oh man, look, this is I don't know what's going on here. We got a fucking look, this motherfucker said Autobots transform and roll out, or no, transform and assemble is what this motherfucker said right here. I'm here for it though. The look. What if Shang-Chi had a sequel? Okay, first off, Levester, you ain't shit, okay? You ain't shit. It's too soon. It's too soon. Marvel Gundam confirmed. I mean, basically. This is the other one right here. I slick forgot about this. I forgot Marvel Zombies was on the way. But this looks like it's going to be fun. I like this. Ooh, look at that right there. Man, look, it's got the blood.
Was that Michelangelo?
I don't know, man. It looks like Michelangelo. I mean, I'm not going to hold you. Wait, is this... wait, is that the... Wait, I'm seeing the wraps on the arms. Wait, is this supposed to be... Who is this supposed to be? Or is this a M'Baku or this, like, Falcon or somebody? Or Captain America, Sam Wilson? Who the fuck is that supposed to be? I know that's... Wait, is this... This right here I know is Yelena. That's Yelena right there.
Moon Knight?
I don't know. The rest is kind of all over the place. But I mean, I'm here for it. I dig it. Oh, yeah, we got, America's ass. America's undead ass.
Are they going to do a zombie episode every season?
No. This is a separate show.
Oh.
Yeah, Marvel
Zombies. Not part of What If.
Yeah, no, this isn't What If. This is Marvel Zombies. This is a whole other show.
Got it.
Yeah, it's a whole other show. That Marvel Zombies episode did so good that they're like, yeah, give us some more of that. And then we got Wonderman. Wonderman done showed up. Look at him. He's like, hey, what's up? What's up, baby? What's up, baby? What we doing here, baby? So yeah, basically they're playing this straight. They're playing this 100% straight. So basically what's going on here is this isn't. They're doing it kind of like this meta deal where like he's actually reading for the part of Wonder Man. Like they're treating Wonder Man as though he's not even a real actual superhero. Like he is a role in a movie, and I'm guessing somewhere in there he actually becomes a superhero. Somehow. That's how they're kind of playing it. But they're bringing back. What was his name? Was it Trevor Slattery? Was his name? The Ben Kingsley played, like he's
the one who's supposed to be the Mandarin.
Yeah, but he was a paid actor.
Right.
Yeah, but like they're kind of doing that whole thing. I mean, and then we also got that's I don't really have a whole heap of lot to say about this one except this has been a long gestating
buddy
property.
Cop. They're gonna have a comedy buddy cop kind of thing going.
Yeah, basically. Said, but what about Simon's problematic brother? Oh, I ain't forgot about him. I ain't forgot about old.
What's that about?
The Grim Reaper. He was a Nazi. He was basically he was a white. His brother, the Grim Reaper, is a white supremacist. So I don't know how they're gonna play this because in the comics, Wonder Man's white, so it makes sense that he has a brother who is a white supremacist. But this is a brother, like an actual brother. So is his brother going to be? Like, what are they gonna do? Is he gonna be one of those like
Young Ripper?
Yeah, is he gonna be Young Ripper? Is he gonna be like or is he gonna be what was that guy? Is he gonna be like a Jesse Lee Peterson? Is he gonna be a Byron Donalds? Is he gonna be a like what's the move? How are they gonna play it?
Myron. Yeah, he's kind of
fresh and fit.
He's taking over. He's taking over on top piece of shit. He just needs a couple essay charges and
oh man, he's trying to speed run that shit. But we got Eyes of Wakanda. This is a series. This is technically a new series, but also there's two Wakanda related series that are coming out. And there was one that was technically I don't know if this is the one, but they basically had a Wakanda series that's been gestating for I don't know how long. And now we have 2 that are on the horizon. This is one of them, Eyes of Wakanda. It's going to be animated a little bit differently than some of the other stuff. Like, if you look at like Marvel Zombies, What If, they're all Marvel animations, going to be done a little bit differently. Kind of similar to how X-Men 97 is Marvel animation, but it's done differently. We don't get to see a whole heap of a lot of it, but it looks interesting. It looks like we're going to get to see more of the different tribes doing stuff.
Yeah.
Not sure how this is gonna play, but I mean, I'm here for it. I'm down.
That's actually my low key one of my favorite parts about Wakanda is how they have their own nation, and that didn't involve destroying any specific group's culture. It's all of them together.
It wasn't like, oh hey, all right, so let's go colonize.
That's right.
These other places. It's like, no,
whoever was the most powerful, you have to be like them now. Like, nah, you all do your thing. You got to do with the lip thing. You got everybody. Yep.
We had like I said, everybody had their own shit, and like, hey, you do your thing over there. I got my shit over here. But we eating from the same table. All right, cool. Bet.
That's it.
Bet.
Well, MCU, deck it out. MCU.
Yeah. Now the Deadpool Wolverine thing. Yeah, this was kind of this is pretty much the end of it. That's basically kind of.
Why did they throw that in there? Because this is a new trailer.
It was an announcement that Deadpool and Wolverine was coming to Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
But yeah, basically we got Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, January 29th. Daredevil Born Again, March 4th. Ironheart, June 24th. Hey, I thought we weren't releasing multiple projects in the same year. Jokes. We got Marvel Zombies, October 2025. So yeah, they're not a specific date, but next year, obviously. Eyes of Wakanda, August 6th. Let's see, what was the other one? Wonderman, December. Oh, so maybe close to my birthday.
There you go.
I don't know when that's so yeah, that's pretty much it. That's everything. Oh hey, wait, I want to go back to this real quick. Where did it go? I saw something that struck my fancy. Yeah, so November 12th. That's Deadpool Wolverine. There you go. But yeah, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. I'm down. Also, man, dude, I love seeing John Bernthal right there. Got the man, love to see it. Love to see it.
So dope.
Love to see it. Oh, look, we got another shot here. Riri in the suit, doing her thing. Mayor Fisk out here, doing his thing. Oh, Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. He's missing a gem though. Zombie Thanos. He's missing one of the gems though. We can't. Yeah, we gotta. I don't know, man. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I think it's all good. Let's go ahead and get into well, actually, real quick, I want to check something real quick. Let's.
There was like 4 or 5, now down to 2.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Bring them up.
Bring them up.
Bring them out. Bring them out. John Stewart, what is going on?
What's good, pimp?
Not much, fellas. How y'all making it?
Oh man, we good, man. What's good with you?
I'm good.
Man, not much. Just got over COVID last week, so I'm doing
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta, man, dude.
Yeah.
You scared me there for a second. I was like, oh shit.
I washed my hands and everything, Ernie. I washed my hands and everything. So.
Hey, because I was about to say, man, you said that shit. I was like, hold on, man. Wait a minute.
I had to Google that. Like,
wait a minute.
You catch it through the radio wave.
Yeah, it's the 5G. It's the 5G.
Yeah, through.
All right. So you're on the clock, sir. What you got for me?
So, question. Dealing with WandaVision, as far as she was in the Hex creating stuff and everything, you know, she created Billy and Tommy and all that. I was under the impression that she was just creating stuff in the Hex. When the show was over with, kids was gone. They didn't exist. When they went to the Doctor Strange movie, Doctor Strange basically told her, your kids didn't exist. She ended up having to go to a whole nother universe to find them. Agatha All Along come along, and all of a sudden Billy and Tommy is out in the real world and Death trying to claim their souls.
Mm-hmm.
So are they saying that Wanda could just create life? And if that's the case, how powerful is this woman?
So
Go ahead.
it's funny you say that. So here's the thing with that. And you know, here I'm gonna stop that because you know you did that one real quick. I appreciate that. So here I got us on the clock for 5 minutes. So basically, what they did, yeah, she was able to create life, you know, because technically she's a reality warper in her own right. And which kind of makes sense why Wiccan has that same ability as well. He manifested the Witch's Road, all that other stuff. But like he was like a unique situation. Like the souls that I guess made them up, well, those are artificial. That was the part I thought that was kind of weird. Like, okay, yeah, so Tommy is just kind of out in the ether, you know, and you know, Wiccan, you know, presumably they have that whole scene where like, you know, he I guess is trying to make Tommy a thing in the real world or whatever. I feel like what they're kind of playing around with is just the fact that, yeah, they just making shit. They're just making shit. And the fact that Billy was able to transfer his soul to like an actual other person, granted a person who had just died, it's kind of wild. I don't know, man. They're doing this weird thing where, I don't know, man. That's gonna be some shit that could be like plot hole level fuckery later.
Is
like
a deal.
Yeah.
Is a deal. And this is where you gotta man, I was having this argument on Threads the other day, actually. Talking about like how people who, you know, answering it like, oh, it's just a comic book, so what I'm like, no, that's fun though. It's fun. Try to figure it out. Here's where I'm at with this question. In the real world, you know, creating life from nothing, that's like, you know, okay, obviously that's wild, right? But when we talk about being able to manipulate, reality, like reality, if you can manipulate reality, then you can do anything. And it obviously is the case that whenever you want to do something so big, you need like extra power, right? So to make half of all existence disappear, I need every stone, right? Or whatever.
Correct.
She made those kids in like
In her
Wendy's
grief.
is better. I would have. I didn't ask for this, but I'm hungry as fuck. Yeah, in her grief, in her pain, she created them, letting us know that they had souls. You know what I'm saying? Souls to go into another body lets you know that yes, they were created and yes, they were from the Hex. But when we say she can manipulate reality, she can manipulate reality. She created new souls. Now in the comic books, she used inadvertently, she didn't know she was using it, but she used inadvertently pieces of Mephisto's soul to create these new souls. I don't know what they're going to do here. But that's what they did in the comics. But I'm okay with, you know, I mean, if I'm going to believe that reality could be manipulated, then why not create life? So does that mean that Hex Vision can come back? Is his soul floating around there somewhere? That's a good question. I would say a better question is, does Vision have a soul? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if they. Yeah.
I feel like he has the spirit of something, you know, there, just based on the fact that one of the things that kind of comes up is that, you know, he's kind of like, you know, the equal parts the creation of Ultron, but also Tony and Bruce, but also, you know, Thor kind of poured his, you know, energy into him as well and kind of brought him to life as what he is. I mean, I would, even though technically he's an artificial, you know, person, I mean, I do think of him as like, you know, being a living person. Maybe just an artificially, you know, living person. But because I mean, he's able to feel. If you're able to feel love, affection for another person, you exist. I feel you have a soul on some level.
I agree, and I've actually had this conversation a lot where I'm like, y'all think I'm playing? I bet you, I bet money that this sci-fi that we're dreaming up now, if AI gets better in 200, 300 years from now, there's probably gonna become like a thing where robot rights. Like if they're so advanced that they could, feel suffer. But getting back to the question though, being counted as a person, and I'm talking in universe, not just like what I feel, being counted as a person, I don't know if that applies you for that means you qualify as having a soul.
Right.
Because when he had the gem in, he's a whole ass person.
That's it.
When they snatched that motherfucker out, he went gray, right? So did he die or did he just not have the gem? Right. And so it's like, I think he's just an advanced machine that still deserves to be treated as a person, but I don't know if he had an actual soul that death and people in the Marvel universe can manipulate.
Well, that's it. That's all the time. That's all the time on that one. Who else we what else we got rocking here? What else we got rocking here?
I don't know, but that Whopper hit the spot.
There you go. Hey, look, you making me hungry. I need to. I'm gonna run out. Let's get these last two folks. And by the way, I'm closing it down. I'm closing down the people that are in that are in the waiting room now. That is it.
Rough Rider is inside right now. What's up, Rough Rider? Space Cowboys up next, and the rooms are closed. What's up, Rough Rider? What you up to?
How y'all live?
Well, we good. What's good, pimp?
Single Whopper, no cheese.
All right, so
this guy.
First off, I had two questions, but neither of them were as important as what I just heard. So, no, like legit, because like I don't know if I could co-sign Vision having a soul, man. Like the Terminator from Terminator 2 didn't have a soul. We can guarantee that.
Maybe.
Maybe Data from Star Trek. Maybe.
Right.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you that.
As Batman would say, his silicon soul.
Yeah, Data would be a good one. Data is probably your closest example to Vision.
Yeah,
for sure.
No, we even throw in Bicentennial Man. Shout out, or excuse me, rest in peace, Robin Williams.
There you go.
Yeah.
But again, there are so many other options that says, no, you leave them robots over there.
That's right. That's right. Is there a precedence for artificial beings and I'm talking about the comic book world. I'm talking about in the Marvel universe. Is there a precedence for artificial beings? Have we ever seen an artificial being like Vision walk to the spirit plane with Doctor Strange?
No, I haven't.
Well, yeah, no, because I mean, even by his own admission, he doesn't consider himself to be a living person on any level. It doesn't, but the thing is, the fact that he can feel emotion, I think kind of transcends that a bit. Like, yeah, maybe not so much in the actual sense, but I think of it as though, like, if something can acknowledge its own artificiality. Oh, that is and I guess this is us answering the question. This is us answering the question time. So let me hit the clock on that.
Was that your question, Rough Rider?
We'll roll with it. We'll
roll with it.
All right, but
that was the timer. That was the timer for the question. Because I hit that motherfucker as soon as you started talking.
It's a question now.
I'm about to say, or do you have it? Or did you have a question you wanted us to answer?
He's out.
Okay,
He's
all
out,
right.
yeah.
Well, we'll just say that's it. Yeah. So to take it a step further, with that, I would say that, yeah, in terms of like, Vision himself, and really just all artificial life in and of itself, I think when things can, acknowledge or, maybe even affect an emotion, even, you can't really, you can question whether or not that emotion is real. And even in the process of learning, an emotion, like in the case of Data, like, what was one of the major arcs of all of Star Trek: The Next Generation was, Data was kind of like Spock 2.0 in the sense that, original OG Star Trek was, Spock learning, how to, show emotion, learning about emotion. Data learned how to be human. And in some cases was more humane than most other characters, and he was synthetic. And that's kind of what Vision is. Especially more recent comics, Vision, he always talks about how he endeavors to be more human. They even use that in the MCU. So yeah, I don't know. Not to say he has like an actual like soul that'll like fall out of his body if you punch him hard enough, but just like, he can affect being a better human than most actual humans, which is an interesting thing in and of itself.
So I asked ChatGPT, but I don't trust ChatGPT for these kind of questions.
ChatGPT, do you have a soul?
Within the Marvel Comics universe, has there ever been an artificial being that has been able to go to places like the astral plane? The answer, again, take this with a grain of salt. I trust GPT with like some things, stuff like this. It's not great for.
Yes, actually, there is.
Go.
Oh, I want you to give yours first.
It said, ChatGPT said, yes, within the Marvel Comics universe, there are examples of artificial beings who have interacted with realms like the astral plane. Vision, an android and member of Avengers, is one prominent example. He possesses a synthetic body and complex AI system, but has demonstrated the ability to interact with the astral plane. In the comics, Vision's interaction with the astral plane is facilitated by a unique composition, which includes the Mind Stone embedded in his forehead. See, that's the thing, though. Yeah, okay. All right, go ahead. What's your answer?
Well, no, I was going to say Warlock. And this was actually done pretty recent. Warlock, as well as the other Technarchs, were able to interact with the astral plane. And for those who don't know, the Technarchs are they're basically an artificial species. They're a techno basically a techno-organic species.
Yeah.
And they can matter of fact, Warlock was actually able to directly interface with the astral plane. So that is technically, and he even had a different form in the astral plane that, while technically was more of a glowing human, it looked more human than his normal actual form.
I would say they count. I would say they count if they're inorganic, right? And I think that right there is about as the closest to the answer we're gonna get. The answer is possibly. That was where I wanted to get to.
Yeah.
If we've never seen it, my guess would be like no, because he's a robot, and no matter how much like a person he is, he's still a robot. He doesn't have a spirit that can go to. But if we have examples of artificial beings going through things like the astral plane, then maybe they do have souls once they get personhood or whatever, and maybe Vision is out there somewhere. But
yeah, there you go.
All right.
Well, that kills. Hey, we actually beat that
one.
We came in under 5 minutes on that one.
I know this is you guys are gonna talk about Jamiroquai, but I'm always gonna say it like Ghost, Space Ghost. So Space Cowboy Coast to Coast. Go ahead.
Scott.
Hey fellas, how y'all doing tonight, man?
Oh man, we're doing good. How you doing?
A little tired, hanging in there, and stuck in Yakuza purgatory.
Oh man. Hey, let's go.
There we go.
I feel like it's about to happen. Let's make it happen.
There it is. This is the segue.
Oh jeez. Oh no. Yeah, the question is not Yakuza related. I'm just saying.
Gotcha.
Okay.
No. But my question is, regarding Ironheart, obviously knowing how her connection with Tony and how she pretty much got her start, how they're related and all that stuff. We don't have that in the MCU because of course, Tony's dead. So my question is, do you think this would be the best time to kind of tie her with maybe like, instead of it being Tony Stark, it would be Rhodey? Because despite Rhodey not being despite Rhodey not being as smart as Tony, obviously,
right,
it's the next best choice for Riri Williams to kind of have like a sort of Iron Man connection. Not to necessarily say that she needs it,
right?
I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Of course, being my Iron Man had a just wouldn't like that connection. But personally, I do think at least as far as the MCU's goes, it could be cool to kind of instead of it being like a Riri and Tony, it's Riri and Rhodey, because I find it hard to believe that we just have this younger, this younger black girl out here who's like not saying that as a bad thing, obviously, but saying that within the confines of the MCU, we're like, oh, there's this young girl out here who's just making Iron Man suits. Like, is nobody gonna talk about that? Is nobody gonna notice that?
It's like, wait, where's this all? Where is she get? What is she doing? Why is all this happening?
Yeah, exactly.
What is her obsession with trying to make better Iron Man armors?
Right.
I'm with you on that. Let's we're gonna take a look at that. I'm putting 5 minutes on the clock. So for me, I actually think making it Rhodey is a more interesting aspect because you could. And I think maybe this is what Armor Wars maybe was supposed to be. But I feel like, you could make a case for, Rhodey, because there's no way Rhodey doesn't look in on a college-age black girl, creating her own Iron Man armors. I mean, come on. There's no way he doesn't look in on that. That's fertile ground for storytelling to connect those two characters in such a way. And it doesn't have to be based, kind of like what Space Cowboy was talking about. It doesn't have to be based on a mutual admiration of each other because of intelligence, but because in a very similar way as what they did in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, having Sam Wilson and Rhodey, how they connected in those that very early episode, and it was just kind of more over, hey, how you doing? Cap's gone. You're the new Captain. Hey, this is a skin thing. It's a skin thing, and I think that would be something really cool, especially considering she's already kind of got that with Shuri over on the Wakanda side of things. You can you can kind of play off of that and be like, hey, well, Shuri's kind of she's taking care of business over in Wakanda right now. You could have a Rhodey come in and be like, hey, what's what? Was maybe I can give you a little insight as a person who flies around to one of these motherfuckers all the time. Maybe we can talk some shit, whatever. Or he can kind of be like considering that I don't know how this will be in the MCU, but in the comics, Riri does not have a father figure anymore. Her father figure is dead. Maybe Rhodey could be that, step in and maybe kind of like be to her what Tony was for Peter Parker. That's the way to look at it. But what you got, Robo?
So I wouldn't want it to be Rhodey. I don't see the two clicking like that. But you made a good point with the Falcon Winter Soldier that maybe they can those differences could make make it interesting. But personally, especially when you look at how the relationship was with Tony Stark, the fact that they aren't on that level intellectually, kind of like, what can you do for me? He's a part of an organization that she doesn't really respect. She doesn't trust the government. He is the government. He's not going to give her anything. He only knows how to fly the thing, and she's already learning that. I would rather her have a mentor like Shuri, or at the very least Pepper Potts, to be able to have some sort of
Shuri though. She's already got Shuri technically.
Yeah, so develop that. Like that is Shuri becomes the Tony Stark, right? But if we need somebody local on the other side of the world, then somebody who can match her wits but still give her that sort of motivation. I'm not saying it would be impossible to be Rhodey. I just feel like the personalities and the characters don't mesh outside of them both being black.
Well, I mean, I think that's kind of what works for Tony and Rhodey, though. I mean, Tony is the smart one. Rhodey is the best friend. I mean, it doesn't have to be about intelligence. That's kind of what I was trying to get away from, is like, it doesn't even have to be about intelligence. It could just be hey, I'm going to look out for you because,
Yeah.
I
just think there's personalities that would be, because
I think that would be the draw, though, because I think that was kind of the fun of Tony and Rhodey, was that they weren't anything alike each other.
Rough Rider, like somebody like Moon Girl, that would be dope. That would be a nice way to and you know what? You could even flip it. maybe at that point, Ironheart isn't the one who needs a mentor. Ironheart is the mentor. That would be dope too.
Yeah. I think it's the thing, like the same way that like I look at it as the same way that I always saw where Tony was always giving Rhodey a tough time, always like running him ragged. That's the type of thing I would like to see between, like, if you did something with Rhodey and Riri, especially considering that they're both rocking, let's be real, they're rocking Iron Man armors. It would be stupid not to have them interact with each other on some level, even if it was even if it was just like a, hey, we're kind of operating in the same orbit as each other.
Right,
it would be you'd be honestly, I think you'd be leaving money on the table. It would be weird not to.
100%.
But I mean,
Yeah,
also still have Pepper.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely still have Pepper involved. Like, you can have Pepper Potts involved, and you can get all the other Iron people, whatever other few there are. If you did Moon Girl, it would have to be like a reverse mentorship. Oop, that's the timer. But yes, go ahead.
I was gonna say one thing you could do.
You have 30 seconds.
Nobody.
That works too.
I kind of like that. I like that aspect of like, she did this shit on her own. She made this suit. You know what I mean? She doesn't need Tony Stark tech, and she did that in the comics, but Tony found her and then helped her boost, get ahead. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of like her little independent streak that she has right now.
No, I'm down. I'm like I said, I am all for it. I mean, look, at this point, I'm just happy that the Young Avengers squad is just hooking it up. I'm good. We got they just keep piling on in. I'm here for it. But that said, Robo, would you like to take us out?
Sure. Yeah, that was a good one. Oh wait, no, we have we do have a question on the Discord side from old
shit.
Kadoba.
Yeah. You know what? I tell you what. Let's answer that, and then we get on down.
Yeah. Happy spooky weekday, Blerd and Left Face. As we live and breathe, we are constantly bombarded with stuff on the internet. A lot of it is junk. One thing in particular that so many folks seem to be on is personality tests. I do not put much stock into myself, because I know I am forever changing as the time passes. This writer, there's history of bad science and eugenics connected with this subject, and pure modern personality research has come a long way, but we can't forget there are still bad people out there who use this for their own ends. The question to both of us is, what's your hot take on personality tests? On personality tests,
I think they're bullshit.
Yeah, they're. I mean, objectively,
I feel the same way.
They're bullshit.
Yeah, I feel the same way about IQ tests that I do about, or no, I mean, I feel the same way about personality tests that I do about IQ tests. I feel that but for different reasons. Like, I feel like they're just ways to. I feel like they're very gross oversimplifications of personality traits to help people feel better about why they're the way they are. I think that... Oh, sorry. Never mind. I heard a weird noise. I was like, it's the washing machine. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what's that vibrating sound? Like, oh, okay, that's what that is. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I think that it's just... I just think they're bullshit. I don't like them. I've yet to take a personality test that felt accurate. About who I am as a person, because I don't think you can sum me up into a bunch of letter designations for who I am as a person.
You can rest easy knowing the experts agree with you. There are, when it comes to like, you go to psychology.com or Psychology Now, there have been plenty of papers. Those ENFJ personalities. Actually, somebody just said it. What is this? Personality tests read like horoscopes to me. Deck it out. Exactly. They are about as good. Every time I take it, I'm a different letter, and
they are about as
always something. It's always something different. Yeah. So they're not scientific. They're fun.
No.
They're you know what's also fun? Like, which Disney princess are you? You can take that test and figure out which Disney princess you are. It's about the same kind of test.
Also, what Sprightly just said too. Also, culturally biased. Yes. Here's the thing. Here's what I tell you. You know what your personality test is, and I implore everyone to adopt this mentality. Your personality test is whatever the fuck you want it to be. You are who you are. Don't ever.
Your personality test is: do you put the card away?
Yes.
Do you put the card away?
Yeah, when you go to the grocery store, and if the cart return thing is not right by your car,
do you still put it away? There you go.
That tells me a lot. That is my it's a phrase that Robo and I have been using a lot lately, just in random different places. But that is my canary in the coal mine. That is my canary in the coal mine to let me know a lot about a motherfucker. I'd be like, oh, you're just gonna leave that there, huh?
Yeah. I actually read an I'm not even kidding, a really good article on it, and it was like why it's not a joke. Because it is a really good litmus test. It is literally, not only does it take no effort, right? It's a walk. It's pushing your cart. It doesn't take any work. You don't have to sacrifice anything to do it. It doesn't cost any money. And here's the best part. 0 consequences to not do it. It's not illegal to do it. You'll never, anybody who sees you around you, you'll never see them again. Who gives a fuck what they think? There's no consequences. There's no teeth. It's free. And so if you do it, you are truly doing something because it's the right thing to do.
Yes.
And there's 100%. No other motivation behind it. So
I will also, just as a little addendum, I will also add that I personally think that when it comes to those types of things, what is also my canary in the coal mine is how people treat merchandise in stores in terms of, like, having worked in retail for a large chunk of my life. I have a certain way I deal with things. I respect the employee. I know that the employee is probably going to have to deal with some bullshit and have to, and that's a pain in the ass to try and pick up after so many people. So whenever I have something, I'm like, oh man, I actually don't need this, or oh, I grabbed the wrong thing, or oh, maybe I can't get this right now. Whatever the case is, do I just leave the item on some random shelf nowhere near the place where it belongs, or do I take it back? I 99.99999% of the time, I take it back. There are the instances where I don't take it back and put it back where it belongs. They are so rare. I honestly can't think of it.
That's who I am with service people. I've ended dates with people who are just, if you're rude to your server.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be rude to me.
Yeah. I'm like, nah, we're good.
Nah, I have the way I watch people talk trash to people who they feel that they're above.
That's it.
That is, like I said, that is definitely the canary right there. That's the canary that lets me know.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yep, that's a wrap. We got one more here too.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we got one more here. We can hit that one real quick. That one's an easy one. It's with Power Rangers being a dead brand, what would you do to resurrect it? Oh, man.
I know what I would do.
Ooh, okay, let's go. Actually, I tell you what, you first.
It's gonna be opposite. It's gonna be opposite of yours.
Ooh. Oh wait, you sure?
As a matter of fact, if we did what I want to do, most Super Sentai, right? That's what the genre is called, Super Sentai,
or it's Tokusatsu, but the brand.
Oh, Tokusatsu. Yeah. Most of the people would want to murder me.
Oh damn, this guy. He's hot takes.
I would move it away. One of two things. If we're gonna keep it live action, I would move it away from that typical style of that genre. The silliness, the backflips, you know what I mean? Like I would try to make it more, for lack of a better word, badass, right? Take it away from that
super
silliness.
Serious or like darker.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, not like a Zack Snyder dark, but just more like, I don't know, like badass. Like it would be more akin to like even, okay, check this out. The Thor Ragnarok, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thor Ragnarok wasn't dark, wasn't gritty, right? But when he jumped off that fucking thing and slammed on the bridge with the song coming in, that shit was badass. Whenever Storm gets mad and it's a fucking cartoon, that shit is badass. Whenever we get the Super Sentai stuff, it's sometimes they come in and then when they connect and the Zords connect, okay. But I feel like most of the time it's kooky, and that's what it's supposed to be. It's like it's just the way they fight, the way they kind of. I don't know.
Super Sentai, sure, I would give you that, but like I wouldn't say that about any Super Sentai made like after 2005.
Okay, whatever this series is like the modern comic books. That's how I would. That's how I would say that.
Okay. Well, like I would definitely say for me personally, what I would do, I don't think anything needs to be changed like theme wise. I would just stop making Power Rangers. I would just make.
How would you save them?
Subtitled. No, I wouldn't. What I would do is and you know what? Here's the reason why I say is because what I would do is any future Power Ranger shows, all they would be is just the Super Sentai show, but it would either be subtitled or dubbed and made readily available for people to watch whenever they want. That's all I would do. Also, I would say too, what you're talking about, all that is just Garo. What you're talking about, the thing you would want to see, they actually so Tokusatsu
Garo, G-A-R-U?
G-A-R-O. Garo. It is a Tokusatsu show, and it is a darker, edgier, more like it's less flippy shit and just more badassery. That's all it is.
Okay.
Common, like the thing is what they do, and I would forgive you with Power Rangers because Power Rangers leans more into the silliness of it. Super Sentai is actually oddly for a kids serialized martial arts television show. Both Super Sentai and Kamen Rider are a lot more badass than you might initially think. Like I always tell people, like, and not to go, I'm giving myself a timer here. When it comes to stuff like Kamen Rider Gaim, I always joke about how when I first saw that show, I thought it was stupid because it was really goofy. The costumes were like fruit and it was weird, made no fucking sense. But at the same time, that show is literally about people like fighting for their lives, trying to survive in a dystopian society where an evil organization is using fruit that literally transforms people on a genetic level into monsters, slowly but surely, and how some of the characters are dying because of it. And, people are, buying into ideals that they initially thought were the right way, and maybe even giving themselves into greed, but then later realizing maybe they have done something. Maybe there was a better way, but maybe learning that there was a better way too late, and having passed that dark, greedy message along to the next generation, and then regretting it. And there's lots of other things there too, but there's also a lot of badass moments. Characters doing badass things. But I would definitely say, Super Sentai, and once again, Super Sentai more so than anything else, they do kind of tend to lean more goofy just because of the two. Super Sentai is more geared towards children. Even by Japanese standards. That said, there's still blood. There is still people getting killed. It just
Do you like the new Power Ranger comics?
Yeah, I like the comics. But at the end of the day,
them a lot.
I will always pick Super Sentai over Power Rangers any day of the week, though. For as much as I love
whoever it is, I'm just saying the style of it, like the style of the action, whatever the brand is. Is there a show that's like that? I guess Garu, is that what you're saying is like that?
Yeah, no, Gar, like what you described is more Garo. Garo, is Like I said, like I'll put it this way. Like in Garo, there is more blood, there is more violence, there's nudity. It's a more like it's not a show that's aimed at children. It's a show that's aimed at adults. Like grown-ass men and women who got bills and a job. They got light bills due. They got shit to... And they're not as long either. They're usually shorter. Like Super Sentai and Kamen Rider, they tend to run like 50 episodes.
Y'all called it. It was Super Sentai. That's what I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it.
Yep, that was the one. But Garo is not on Tubi. Yeah. Super Sentai is though. And Kamen Rider is to a limited extent.
What about anime? Because the other thing I was going to say was keep it exactly the same, but hand it over to a major anime. Yeah, the people who did Jujutsu Kaisen. I think that might be the limit, the thing that kind of like, even because while you were talking, I also looked up some clips on Garu. I think the thing that's always going to kind of like break it for me is live action, where anime would be able to do way more than that. I don't know. You think anime tokusatsu?
I mean,
there
are shows. There's already shows like that. Like, I mean, you have Go-Go Loser Ranger. You have Samurai Flamenco. You have SS dot Gridman and so on and so forth. Those are all shows that are quite literally either based on like a tokusatsu property or are from a tokusatsu property. And those are fine too, but the thing is, the issue I usually have with those and why I don't find them as entertaining is because I think the actual live action human element is what makes them interesting. Not the I don't care about the look of it. I don't care how silly it may or may not appear to somebody else. It is, I actually love the artistry behind it. It's kind of like why when you talk, because Godzilla is considered tokusatsu. Tokusatsu is literally...
And I definitely don't know what tokusatsu is.
Tokusatsu is a Japanese word that literally just means special filming. It is a term that is used to describe any movie or TV show that has a heavy usage of special effects. That's why anime cannot be tokusatsu. Yeah, it's why it cannot be tokusatsu, because there is no emphasis on special effects because it's animated. Godzilla, Gamera, Ultraman, all of that is any
Michael Bay's Transformers.
I mean, technically, it is tokusatsu in a sense. It is, but I mean, it's anything that has a high degree of focus on special effects in a live action setting. That's why the two. And it's why while I think it's cool in anime, it's not as interesting to me because I'm like, well, yeah, it's easy to animate that shit. It's harder to do it in live action.
Right. I mean, you know why you like it. You know what drew you into it. And that's what you want to keep seeing. That makes sense.
And the technology has come so far in such a way that I actually think it looks cooler now than it ever has. Like, I actually challenge people. I mean, yeah, if you think if what you think of is,
I'm telling you right now, whenever you talk, I'm thinking Power Ranger episode. I
know exactly.
And
what
the first one, season 1.
Yeah, no, I know exactly. No, trust me. When you talk about it, I know exactly what you're thinking about.
Yeah,
and I would even tell you. Even if you went back and watched the show that original season of Power Rangers is based on, you would see something that is night and day different. I mean, yeah, it probably still seems silly
from Power Rangers.
It's because it's all stuff that comes from like the early 80s and late 70s. Right. But like you would see a show that is like I said, I tell people all the time, Rita Repulsa is not a cackling idiot of a villain. She's an evil witch who kills children and worships Satan in the original show. The main characters, I mean, shit, they literally like the Green Ranger doesn't lose his powers; he fucking dies.
Does he get reincarnated as the White Ranger still?
No, White Ranger's from a different show.
Oh,
yeah, White Ranger.
I'll never forget that. That was the happiest day of my life.
White Ranger is from a show called Die Ranger, also on Tubi TV. But was never adapted here. We just took
VR
the Zords.
Troopers. Damn.
Yeah, VR Troopers. 3 different tokusatsu series.
So we're taking all kinds of trips, but nobody has beaten what you all brought up earlier, New York Undercover.
Oh yeah, I love that shit,
bro. I didn't even recognize the name. I why does that sound familiar? I went and saw the scenes, and my brain was like, I'm like 12 again, and my parents are watching. I'm like, oh, no, because I know this fucking show.
New York Undercover. I think I forget the exact days, but I remember like the way they used to have it. I was like, I would watch Martin, Living Single, and then sometimes I think because they used to switch the days. Sometimes New York Undercover would come on after. Yeah, I used to watch Night Court too, like a motherfucker. Night
Court.
That was my shit. I used to hum the fucking theme song, unironically.
Bull, yep.
I was like,
there's a challenge for you. Hey, here's a challenge for you. Here's a challenge for you. Ready?
Yeah, what's up?
See if you can get a New York Undercover and Night Court and shows like that on The Good Place. That'd be rough.
I
depends on how iconic.
I actually think I can.
Yeah?
I think I can, actually. Oddly enough.
That would be pretty dope. I
think I can.
All right. Ladies, gentlemen, and MBs, that is your show. I am... What? Do you hear an echo?
No.
It's coming out of my controller.
Oh, do you have your PlayStation controller hooked up or something?
Yeah, the Xbox was there. I'm like, why do I hear myself?
Well, no, I actually went back. I said, did I accidentally activate the Discord thing on his end, on my end? Because you would have heard yourself if I did that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, MBs, this is the show. I am Robo of Left Face TV. This is Ernie, the Blerd Without Fear, and this was There's a Culture. And I appreciate you all for coming by. Thanks for the donos. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joking around with us. Yeah. Oh, next week, you guys already know. Keep your eyes peeled for on Instagram and Threads. Well, I'm gonna make a graphic tonight for it. But you got tomorrow. I'll let him talk more about the Blerd Cave, the event that's happening on this Saturday coming up. But just know that whatever he says about Saturday, there'll be a part 2 for Thursday. So if you can't make it on Saturday for whatever reason, then it's gonna extend into the Thursday Nerds of Culture next week as well. So make one, make both, double up your prizes. But that's all I have.
I'm just saying. But yeah, we'll that's all gonna be going down. Yep, Saturday, next Thursday. So yeah, I'm just gonna say stay tuned. I'll give more details about the you'll get all the pertinent details, but basically the long and short of it is, and I think I said this in the announcement I made the other day, but contiguous United States. Got to be in the contiguous United States. I'm not shipping anything overseas. I'm not shipping anything to a state or country or island that is separated by a body of water. Yeah. I was like, I apologize.
Y'all can blame the Jones Act for that.
Yeah, exactly. Blame the Jones Act for that. You thank you. But yeah, I'm sorry. I can't. That shit gets like that shit would be way too expensive for me. So yeah, you gotta be in the what they refer to as the contiguous United States.
Not in the contiguous. No.
Yeah. So
how about this? How about this though? If you're in Puerto Rico and you win, I'll pay the difference in shipping.
Okay. And I tell you what, now there might be some things that, if it's something, I will say this, if it's something that is a digital good, I don't care where you are. You can get it however you want.
Right.
But if it's something I have to ship to you, like because in the case of the Blerd Cave, one of the things, actually a lot of the things are going to be things that would have to be mailed. Yeah, those.
Right.
But yeah, digital shit, I don't care.
That's right.
So yeah, it's 48 states. That's like, hey, I know they got 50 on the flag, but look, 2 of the motherfuckers don't count.
Yeah. The Jones Act says it's 48.
Yeah. Jones Act says 48 like a motherfucker. Look, and that's all you get. It's all you get. But no, we'll like I said, we'll address all that when the pertinent times come up. For Robo of Left Face TV, TV. For Robo of Left Face TV, I am the Blerd Without Fear. And you know what? Because this is fresh in my fucking head, and I fucking hate her guts now. Anna Kasparian! You can go to hell.